Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next session of Out of Redoubt. Uh, Before we get into the actual session, let's go ahead and give one of our players an opportunity for a point of inspiration by giving us a recap of what happened last time. Any volunteers? Even if it
My
might be
notey
through
McGee.
AI generated notes.
I can do the AI generated
Give it a
notes.
shot. I'm interested. I'm curious to see what they sound like.
All right. They are not fully AI generated, so they are edited by me, just to be clear.
They're adulterated?
Oh, not the word I would use, but yeah, sure. As the sun was setting, the party decided against camping in bear territory. Meander gets the idea of turning some of the debris into a sled to carry the crate of quills and the lockbox full of runes. Agni and Snow manage to cobble something together with some inspiration from Meander. While looking for shelter, they spot smoke drifting up from a campsite ahead of them. After some quick deliberation, they decide to hide their goods and approach it. They find a tiny creature with big goggles under a bunch of hides. His dogs ran off with the sled, spreading his supplies all over. Agni offers him a ration and Meander sets fire to his sled, with the promise that we will help him get to Redoubt. During the night's watches, Meander tries to show the goblin, Cry the Tinker, her sketches, quite unsuccessfully. Luckily, the goblin is more focused on keeping watch, and he spots a shambling abyssal wretch. Meander performs some minor abuse of the party to wake them up, and they all dispatch the creature and its lumbering friend. For second watch, Snow wakes up, and Meander shows him a drawing of Gobbo. She continues to show off the rest of her sketchbook. The rest of the watches go off without a hitch. Agni spends his watch checking his compass again. As the group wakes up, we finally introduce ourselves to Cry, who asks about Snow's origin. He seems to have met similar creatures before. Before moving on, Agni and Snow go to retrieve the sled, but they find that it has been scratched by claws and there are a bunch of tracks all around. Before getting the chance to investigate, a demon pops out of nowhere and attacks the unaware Snow. Agni makes quick work of it with his axe, cleaving it in twain. They return to the rest of the group and start traveling towards Redoubt after Cry improves the sled a bit. Most of the day's travel goes off without a hitch. Cry identifies the sword as an Aldrain longsword, and Agni decides to try to use it. They come up on an encampment of tents, which they quickly figure out is an orc camp, and they take the long way around, avoiding interaction. For the second night's watch, the party is barraged by howls from afar. It seems like something is messing with their minds. In the freezing cold, both Meander and Snow take damage, reducing their max HP. To preserve warmth, Meander scoots under Snow's cloak. She shows a picture of the moon goddess based on a suggestion from the night before. As she tries to draw the sun goddess, the picture doesn't come out as she imagined. It instead depicts a grotesque scene.
Oh,
Snow shows Snow sees shadowy figures stop the book. Okay, this is where the AI generated part really comes in. Meander sees a page of the book turn completely black with ink. They both manage to shake it off and go back to sleep. Agni wakes up for his shift and has probably the worst night of his life. At
yeah.
first, he starts hearing the howls, then he sees Snow and Meander staring at him with black ink dripping from their faces. He sees Meander's sketchbook leaking ink that eventually turns into a nightmarish creature. Slashing away at it, he fails wisdom save after wisdom save, and he gets bit by it. After getting very close to death, he finally manages to shake it off, but he awakes from the nightmare with a round hole in his neck. Investigating the campsite, he finds tracks all around it from what seems to be a bird. Tracking it, he eventually finds the invisible bird creature known as an Alvaroth, who has been causing these nightmares and feeding on him in his anguish. As it tries to fly away, he chucks one of his hand axes at it, wounding it slightly. The rest of the way back to Redoubt goes off without a hitch. They say goodbye to Cry after he modifies the Aldrain longsword to remove the gold signet it had. As thanks, Agni gifts that to him. They head for the Opacan Hall to deliver the quills, get paid, and then head to pick up some actual coal gear from the tannery just outside the city walls. At the end of the session, the party levels up to level 2.
Oh shit, we're level 2.
You guys are level 2. And,
Oh.
I mean, AI pretty much got that spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the
I
new way I'm
realize...
doing it.
I realize it was describing a very bizarre circumstance of, like, Eldritch Horror, but it did it
Yeah, and
pretty
it was
well,
doing
so...
its best.
Oh, that was all me.
You're the AI?
I've been called worse.
By me.
Oh.
Swedish?
Hey,
Okay, anyway.
Too low.
Yeah, all right. So you guys, as we begin the session, you are back in the town of Redoubt. Which means, once you've leveled up, if you haven't done that yet, your time is yours. You guys can kind of do whatever you like. We are in the open world of milling about in Redoubt.
Meander was pretty insistent that she wanted to drop these runes off quickly without... Like, she's like... These things summon demons, to our best knowledge. Demons are a big problem here. I don't want to be caught with things that summon demons in case we're implicated as people who summon demons. So she would be like, hey guys, instead of like waiting and like maybe causing a problem for ourselves, we should just go to the Blade Maidens and give them these things. Plus, I want to prove myself to them because they rejected me from their club.
Who just took 10 damage?
Me emotionally because you ignored me.
Huh? What?
I don't think anybody took 10 damage. I'm re-importing everybody's character, so... Ruby, you do need to level your character up when you have the time.
Okay. Oh shit, I didn't. What is that noise?
It's Wimdy.
It is windy.
Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't realize my sound wasn't in my headset.
It's actually happening.
Oops.
So you guys have kind
It's
of
like-
returned to the plaza of Redoubt, and you are considering bringing these glyph stones to the Blade Maidens.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Who are you asking me?
You. Yes, you.
What does it mean? I
To
want to go.
Meander, what does bringing it to the Blade Maidens mean?
She's gonna go to the same place she went when she said, "Hi, can I be a Blade Maiden?" And they said, "No." And she's gonna be like, which was really rude of them. And she's going to be like, "Look what we found! These super serious demon summoning runes. Don't you wish I had been? I don't actually know how me being a Blade Maiden would change this, but look how capable and competent I am. You frigid bitches."
Okay.
She would not add that last part because they would definitely kick her ass.
All right. You can do that, I suppose. That is the course of action you can take. What does the rest of you want to do? Go with Meander in this endeavor? Or not?
I mean, I'll take all the credit if you don't want it.
I'll go with, just because at this point I'm a cheerleader.
I mean, she might need a witness or two.
Are you saying that
guess
they
that
wouldn't
counts
believe me?
Maybe.
Fine.
We're
I'll share
going
the
on an
credit.
adventure! All of us!
Well, the
Sure.
Blade Maidens, you know from being in Redoubt before, the main town is north of the Crystalback Estuary, on this side of the bridge. The Blade Maidens Hollow, which is the training ground for the Blade Maidens and where they pretty much set up shop, is on the other side of the bridge. And that's
Yeah.
it.
So let's go. Give them the things. Get credit where it's due. Maybe I'll become a Blade Maiden. And then we can do whatever we want. They might even pay us for bringing them these things.
I mean, I wouldn't mind getting paid twice.
Right? So let's go before someone notices these things on us.
Okay. So
I lead the way. The
you-
march.
you cross Split Shield Bridge, heading towards the location where you had a conversation with the Blade Maiden asking if you could join.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why does this feel so suspicious?
I'm not
It's
trying
not
to make it
suspicious.
suspicious. This is just how I speak. So, as you cross the bridge, I'm going to move your
talk like
tokens. Yeah. I'm going to move all of you over here.
Whee!
There's a lot of Blade Maidens here. A lot of them are in the process of training. And for those of you who don't know what a Blade Maiden is, think of a Skald or a Shield Maiden. All Blade Maidens are Sword Bards or Valor Bards. So, they're all very martially gifted. They're all typically wearing light or medium armor. And they're all pretty no-nonsense.
Pretty hot.
Sure.
Name something hotter than a shield maiden? There isn't.
The instant you guys cross this bridge, every individual that's on this side of the bridge looks at you as if you don't belong here.
Hi,
Because
I'm
you're
back.
not Blade Maidens and you don't belong here. You see one of them turns to you, seeing you say, "Hi, I'm back." And this red-haired Blade Maiden just... and she, stops what she's doing, and it's clear that she is a leader of some kind. And she walks up to you and the rest of you, and she says, "Can we help you?"
Actually, I think we can help you.
What does that mean?
We've
We've
found
already
some-
told you no.
Well, you could let me finish.
I find it doubtful you have anything that we need to hear. But go on.
So we were doing a job for where are we? What is this place called? Redoubt. And we found something that I think you might want to see because it's super sus. And we brought it to you instead
Super
of
sus.
suspicious.
Okay? What is it?
Who has those? Who's carrying them? Is it are they in the box still?
Agni?
Does Agni
Am I
have
still
them?
carrying the box? Honestly, I don't
You're the
really
muscle.
remember what we've done with everything. But yeah, if we need it, I probably have it.
All right, Agni. She snaps. Show her the goods.
I glare at you. Hand it over though.
The lockbox itself is not that big. It's slightly larger than a bread box. As it is held out towards this Blade Maiden, she looks at it and lifts the lid. And then when she sees what's in it, she looks at you all.
Right?
Where did you find this?
Your mom's house. Sorry.
I doubt that.
Ruby. We found it in a carriage rack when we were trying to receive those ice quill things, those quill somethings for the
Captain Loghern of the Bastion Worth recruited us to go on a rescue mission or investigate a missing shipment, and
At least one of you is
this was a part
cogent.
of it.
they were being smuggled. They were inside a coffin, an empty one, and the other two
Right.
coffins there had two bodies in them, so obviously they didn't want anyone to look inside it, and we found them in there.
Okay. She, looks at it for another long moment. You can set it down there in front of the Pale Archive, or you can bring it back to Old Pekin Hall.
Oh, you don't want them?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Was that everything?
Well,
Oh.
well, I mean, we spent some time to make sure these made it back and not into the wrong hands.
Well done.
I was kind of looking for more than just praise.
I know what you
I know.
want.
we supposed to be doing with these?
Turning them into
You
a
just-
Pekin Hall.
She just told us that. Okay, we'll leave.
She,
Well, it's been a
Like-
pleasure.
I'm sure it has. And she just, like, looks at you all very dismissively and returns to her training.
All right.
Okay, she
I
was
guess
less
I go
im-
hoist the box again.
She was less impressed than I was hoping she would be.
I guess they don't really care about this kind of stuff, huh?
They don't care about demons summoning runes,
I think they mostly care
Eh.
about demons.
Meander, maybe it's
Right?
just you.
what? What's a
Just start walking.
Is it me?
Drugs.
No, Ruby? Is it me? Am I the problem? That can't be it.
No,
Oh, thank God.
no,
I almost had a moment of self-reflection. Let's go.
no, no. I'm over here just like picking my ear. Fuck it.
All right. Maybe the people in Opican Hall will give us a reward for our good deed. Or maybe we should have found like a black market vendor who would actually pay us for it.
That's
Maybe
where we
should
were
let
when we
them
first
know
got back, right?
When we got
Yes,
back.
literally. it's
Okay.
it's
You
the first
go
place we went when
back.
we got back.
You go back across the bridge.
How come they don't want me?
We're just gonna be like,
I'm a
"Sup,
bard."
guys?"
Are you?
Yes,
I don't think you
Oh.
barded hard enough.
I barred
Haven't
so
heard you
hard.
sing.
I can sing.
Bard so hard. You need that on a shirt.
As you, like, return from across the bridge, Captain Lockhern is out in the plaza. And he looks at you all and he just kind of sees where you came from. You didn't die. That's something.
No, they were really impressed because we found something we thought they wanted to see, and they told us to turn it into you.
Was it something occult?
Yes?
They don't handle
How'd
the
you know?
occult.
Maybe.
Oh.
What?
They don't handle the occult.
Oh, I just assumed because they were the demon slayers that they would give a shit.
Well,
How did you know that it was going to be something occult?
Yeah.
because they turned you away.
Insight check?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Well, I'll have you know they turned me away the first time I visited them too. So I think they just turn people away just as a rule.
He looks
Hold on.
very flat and monotone. He's not trying to deceive you. He's not hiding anything. He just seems mildly amused.
Where's my...
What you could do for me, that would be a favor, is you could bring that to the Hall of Candles.
Man, we just carry things from one place to another in this fucking town. Where's the
Do you
Hall of
find a lot
Candles?
of these?
Yeah, that.
A lot of... I don't know what it
Demon
is.
summoning
runes.
No. And to be honest with you, it's a little alarming that you have them.
We found them, first of all.
It's a little alarming that you found them. I don't...
Right, because they
I'm
were
not-
being smuggled.
I'm not alarmed that you have them. I'm alarmed that they exist.
Smuggled. By whoever was driving that carriage.
Can I finish a sentence?
No.
I'll think about it.
Right.
Yes.
Most of the humanoids that we know of that do summon demons do it using sorcery. They don't require glyph stones or runes or any other markings like this.
Oh, someone's learning.
That's my concern. Someone imported these. And from where or why, I don't understand.
Without paying tariffs?
Yeah.
No, we're better run than that.
Ooh, topical.
Indeed. Please, if you wouldn't mind, let Archivist Lemma at the Hall of Candles take a look at them. She will
Where
tell
is
you.
that?
He points like across the plaza, right here at this building.
Oh, it's not labeled on the
2
map.
seconds.
I know.
Just 2 seconds, man. Just let the man talk.
Never.
She will know if it's worth anything. And more importantly, she'll be able to give you something for it.
Yes. Let's go.
Am I to assume that the four of you are going to be working together in the future?
It's worked out so far.
He looks at everybody else in the party.
Snow completely ignores him.
No.
Like he didn't hear the question.
Come on, Ruby. Vouch for me.
Yeah.
And he, like, looks at you, Agni.
Vouch for me.
If we must.
We work with what we have, not what we want.
Ain't that
I
the
feel like
truth?
that was
Ow.
barbed. That was barbed.
Damn.
We're very blunt out here. We don't have
I
time
don't
for
like it.
pleasantries.
You're mean.
You're from around here. You're used to this. Anyway, tell
Being
Lemma I
mean,
sent
it's
you,
not
and
like
maybe she can help. And you watch as
Lemon?
Lemma.
Oh.
Don't call her that, or she'll kill you.
Oh, jeez. Someone else do the talking. I'm gonna call her Lemon on accident.
Guess what? An accident. And Captain Locker just turns and leaves.
It feels like everyone I talk to in this town walks away from me. Is that like just a weird coincidence?
Oh, how about that?
I don't know. Maybe it's you.
Snow walks away.
Stop saying that, Agni. Ah! She trails after both of them.
Okay. You head in the direction that he gestured.
Oh, this is where that little guy set up his new shop. He said he wouldn't sell to me. So if we're gonna have to buy stuff, you guys are gonna have to go.
He's not in this structure. He's in a different one. This building is labeled the Hall of Candles, and at a glance, it looks like a library.
I was about to say, maybe they have like a lavender scent.
No, it's not like a Yankee candle.
No, it's not. It's not a Wicks and Sticks.
Oh, it's a cute name.
What does it smell like?
Dude, I should open up a candle shop and call it Wicks and Sticks.
That's a real candle shop.
Oh. My idea!
Wicks and sticks.
It was a good idea, though.
It's like an
Wicks and
East
Wicks
Coast
is a good
Yankee
idea,
candle. That's
too.
exactly okay.
Oh,
Jesus fuck.
I'm from the East
Yeah.
Coast, never heard of it.
All right, you're on your own. It smells like parchment. It smells like oil and wax and leather, and it smells like old, like a strange chemical smell that you recognize, or at least some of you recognize, as the sort of things. I just developed a lisp. As the sort of things that you would use to preserve old scrolls with. It's almost an acrid smell.
Okay, I go in.
It is dimly lit, apart from the occasional, well, candle in the Hall of Candles. And as you enter, the door, like, the wind pulls it shut with a and it, like, hits really hard. And you hear from across the Hall of Candles behind a number of shelves, "Be right with you."
You guys think that's Lemon?
Lemma.
You should talk.
Do I have to?
She'll look at Agni and Ruby. Anyone else?
I agree
No, I
with that.
think you have to.
Please, guys, I can't get barred from another establishment. Okay, maybe it should be Agni.
No, this is going to trigger some self-reflection for you. You go ahead.
I promise you nothing's ever done that for me. I don't know if it'll start now.
I'm shivering, so I'm sticking on my L's.
Oh, you weren't trying to mock her, you're just cold. Yeah, I'm going to improve my self-image in this town. She, like, spruces herself up and waits very patiently.
Hello? And this red-haired dwarf, shorter than most dwarves, even by a dwarf standard, comes around the corner, and she looks up
she's
at
cute.
you and everything that you have, and she says, "Can I help you? Are you searching for some sort of study research material?"
Hi, Lemma. We were told that you'd be interested in something we found.
Oh, I might be. What is its nature?
Demon summoning runes?
Oh. Yes, let me see it. Yeah. And
sure.
she, like, runs away, and you hear just a... as she pulls a table, like, away from the wall towards you, and a number of books just off the back of the table onto the
Come to
ground.
you.
Here, right here. Let me take a look. In the good light.
She looks at Agni, but doesn't snap this time because she's growing as a person.
It doesn't... You have to...
I
You're the
don't
one
notice.
who say it.
What?
It doesn't count if you're the one who says it.
Oh. I'm self-reflecting on my growth as a person.
Okay.
But yeah, so I open the box and pull it out.
She looks at these glyph stones, and she pulls like a spectacle out of her robe pocket and puts it on her face, and you immediately see just a sudden whoop of blue light that flashes over the spectacles as she looks at them. Meander, roll a Arcana check.
Okay.
You're the only one in this party who has a snowball's
I rolled
chance in
great.
hell.
A snowball? Oh god. Are they okay?
Their lenses
I
of
rolled
detect
17.
magic.
Those are
Wait,
lenses
what?
of detect magic.
The glasses that she's wearing are lenses of detect magic.
Oh.
She is inspecting the
Detect
glyph
magic
stones.
those.
Well done, Bryn. Thank you. Yes,
Legally
I dropped your legal name.
Named me. My government name.
As she inspects the glyph stones, she nods and like looks at each one intently, pulling it out. And this is the first time any of you have gotten a really good look at the glyph stones. Like most of the time, you just looked at them in the lockbox. And as she pulled it out, each one is shaped like a pentagon and has a symbol. The symbol itself is a variation on like a circle with a geometric shape in the middle. And as she sets it down, do any of you speak giant?
Wait.
Oh, new
No.
character. Who this?
No.
No.
I only speak common and elvish.
Where do... Oh my god, I'm slow.
Lower
You should have
left-hand
spoken.
corner if you're on D&D Beyond.
I'm trying. Yes, I speak giant.
Oh,
Why? Okay. It is...
sure.
You see, as you see the whole symbol, you understand the concentric shape of the rune. This one says bring. She
Oh.
pulls out the next one. This one says chaos. The
no.
next one says warmth.
That's nice.
The following is a word in giant that looks like it's tweaked a little, but the closest you see is home. And then the final glyph stone says a name. Thol.
What is it?
Thol, as Thol.
Yeah,
Well-
I know what you're doing.
I'm gonna.
You can assume anything you like.
Hold on. I'm gonna like nudge Meander and tell her what I just saw. That
You
little
said
collection of words.
Bring chaos, warmth, home, Thol.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. The words aren't really scrabbling together
I know
to make any
Bring.
sense.
I know chaos. I know warmth. I know home. I don't know what a thole is.
No idea, man.
It's
Might be
a
a
name.
guy.
That is a name.
Oh.
Likely of a specific demon.
oh.
Have you heard of them before?
No. Have you? As Lemma's like looking over her spectacles as you having this very loud conversation right next to her. can roll a history.
Have any of us?
Anybody who's heard this conversation can roll a history.
Where's
Oh,
the
God help
history
us.
check?
Snow dropped a natural 20.
Snowdrop.
Snowdrop got a natural
I
20.
regret this name so much.
You did what you did.
I sure did. It
Wow.
seemed like a good idea at the time.
Good roll.
Well, Snow,
Snoo snoo.
Oh no.
you've heard the name Thol before. It's in a memory that you cannot quite place. But you feel like you've heard someone talking about this specific name, but you can't remember the context. You remember someone talking about something found, and Thol was there. But you don't know what that means. And considering the fact that you can't even remember where you were when you heard it, you imagine it was before your change. Because ever since your change, your memory's very solid.
I think I've heard it. No, never mind.
No. Okay, heard
What?
the specific name of a demon. Never mind. I don't think so.
I cannot believe that I'm agreeing with your enthusiastic friend, but I am. If you can please give us any embellishment or explanation.
They found something.
Ole found something.
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Well, I have a policy of providing a reward to any who brings anything that can expand my archive, and so I can give you a finder's fee of 20 gold apiece.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
Money, please.
Snow is gonna nudge Meander, maybe haggle.
I mean, these are some pretty good tablets, right? Like a specific demon's name. That's gotta pretty significant.
These were clearly made by an amateur.
What?
They are meant for educational purposes, I think. Someone is trying
An
to
amateur?
learn. Yes. These glyph stones, you see how these concentric circles are imperfect. The stones were hewn what looked like by hand, not on a stone cutter. This is the sort of thing that someone makes when they are learning.
Baby's first demon summoning.
Yes.
Maybe it was written as an emergency.
Could be. Why don't you roll me a persuasion with advantage, because Ruby is trying to help.
One's a natural one, that tracks. But the other's a 10, so 17.
17. But I have not had anything of any value come in for quite a while, so I can bump the finder's fee up to 25 apiece.
Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome. Please, if you
I
would,
meander, by the way, if you need to know.
Meander.
Mhm.
I must know the rest of you then, as introductions are being had.
I go by
ahead,
Agni.
guys. There you go.
A pleasure.
All mine.
Do the rest of you speak?
I don't know.
I just kind of like awkwardly step forward. I am Ruby Edelweiss, and I do a little bow, and then I back up.
I've heard of you, Ruby. Not seen you, but I've heard of you.
Oh, good things, I hope.
Utilitarian.
Try to be.
And she looks at you,
This
Snow.
is Snowball. He's really shy. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
You can
Do you-
call me Snow, if you must.
Yeah, it's short for Snowball.
I would assume you wouldn't want the other half.
Ball.
I'd rather you didn't.
Well, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to set these within my quiet vault. In the future, if you need to research anything, or find anything, or maybe sift through some old maps of the area, we do keep all of that here. Thank you
Do
all.
you have like a
Hmm?
Do you have like a Blade Maiden training manual, like a for dummies? Because
You
whatever
have,
I'm doing is not working
you
for
have
them.
aspirations.
I do.
Are you a swords
Misplaced
bard?
ones.
I have a dagger and a
Uh-huh.
rapier, which is a sword, and I'm a bard. So, yes, I am.
I see. If you wish to become a blade maiden, you must take the kindling oath on the longest night, which is a ceremony.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It is. They don't allow just anyone into the blade maidens. It's quite a commitment. You must be
I
willing
elbow
to
her.
Ow.
you
Yeah.
must be willing to test your mettle against the demons of the icy vestige.
You wanted
I-
this.
Yeah, we killed demons out while we were getting the recovery mission. Like, we're all demon killers here.
You've all killed demons, but you have not sworn your life to it.
I mean, how serious is like the swearing of your life? My ribs hurt. Fuck. Like, is that like a forever thing?
Yes.
Oh my god, never mind.
If you wish to learn more about it, you can go read the plaques at the Sakyeldon's Rest beacon in the center of town.
I thought that was a tree. Looks like a tree
No,
on
that's
the
a
map.
tree. Up this
Where's the
road,
beacon?
if you turn and
Oh.
take a left at the first crossing, you'll see the beacon. Normally, I would say you could see it from the massive blue light that shines from the tallest spire of it, guiding all ships into Frostfang Bay and also all explorers out in the frost fields. But if that's not enough for you, you can just go look for the building yourself.
Sure.
It's been a pleasure. I'm going to get back to studying these.
Okay.
Truly.
All of you can add 25 gold to your inventory.
I did.
Seems like
Okay.
a lot.
Seems like a lot.
I'm rich.
Guys, do you think that went better for me than the other ones have gone?
You know, slightly.
I mean, it couldn't have gone worse.
Progress is progress. Why were you elbowing me?
Oh, you want to be a blade maiden? Oh, it requires work. Ugh.
Well, it seemed more serious than I thought. Like, I don't know, my whole life. Like, I got a lot of life left. I don't want to spend it in this shithole.
I mean, just as an aside, what did you know about them, and why did you want to join them? Not that I care.
No, I'm really excited to answer a question about me. Thank you for asking. I was on my way north. I had just left my mom, and I was on my way north because my stupid shit self walked that direction, and it got colder and colder, and I was spending some time in some taverns, and I heard about these blade maidens, and everyone talked about them with like such admiration and like respect, and I was like, whoa, I would love some of that, because believe it or not, a lot of people don't respect me.
Mm.
So I thought, hey, I'll join them, and then people will respect me, and I'll like be like the best blade maiden, and then my name will go down in history, and I will be Meander the Blade Maiden. But that doesn't really seem like that's what I want to do anymore, so I'm not going to do it.
While you're still in the Hall of Candles, Meander,
Yes.
I need you to roll a perception check.
Oh no, someone's gonna kill me.
Yep.
It would be warranted.
Just an arrow.
In a library.
I rolled an 11.
Team killed.
So you've left Lemma at the table as she's like poring over these glyph stones, and you're all kind of like making your way towards the door to leave. And Meander, you hear something. It's a faint melody.
Ooh.
You turn
Where-
to like try and identify where it's coming from. You don't know. It's like somewhere to your left, but it's like you're gonna have to actually investigate this.
Oh, I'm going to.
Okay.
Do you guys hear that?
No.
No.
Hear what? What does it sound like?
It's like a little tune. Can I like even gauge? Is it like a voice making that, or an instrument?
Where's it coming from? Which direction?
I'm not sure yet. I'm waiting for the DM to answer.
It sounds like a harp.
Ooh, okay. Can I hear enough that I can kind of replicate it with a whistle?
From at this moment right now,
Mhm.
not really. You're just hearing like the occasional note in the air.
She like puts up like a one moment finger and like starts kind of like she's like turning, and as it gets louder, if it gets louder, that's the direction she goes, and she's just gonna like walk away.
Roll investigation.
Oh, she's losing it.
I hear something.
Can we
That's
can we go
losing it.
back and talk to Lemon and ask them if they have a music room?
I mean, you can. I rolled a 15. She's just like listening and following.
Okay. With a 15, you definitely identify the direction. As you go that way, you suddenly see you're standing before an archway. And it is sealed with brass and candle wax. And the candle wax is like spread across the gaps in the door in a way that almost looks like sigils. Nothing like the glyph stones, a completely different language, but sealed. And the music is coming from beyond it, and you're positive of that.
She's putting her ear against the door. Can she make out tune like notes now? Got tune.
Let's see.
They locked up their harpist. Weird.
Roll a history. Because you hear the tune.
Bad. 6.
You hear the tune and you don't know what it is. You can't recognize it, but it sounds powerful. It's the sort of music you would play when you're trying to move people or when you're trying to, like, command something. It's powerful music.
I wasn't quite trying to figure out like what the name of the tune was or if I'd heard it. She was trying to understand the beats enough to mimic it with her voice.
Well, it's a complex song, but you can try.
Can I try?
Roll performance at disadvantage. You do have a door between you and the source of the music.
Sure.
As Meander
Okay, the
is
first roll's something.
as Meander is doing this, what are the rest of you doing? Because she just walked away.
I'm following her because I'm curious myself because like
They don't hear
for
it.
for me being able to hear stuff is important for hunting and gathering and whatnot, so I'm really curious as to why I can't hear this.
Well, now that you're right outside the door next to Meander, you do hear it. It's just much quieter for you.
I want to use
I
my
mean,
info on this because
If
fuck
it were just Meander, uninterested, she does random stuff. But
That's
since the second person seems to be doing this, I'm going to start following.
Okay.
Echo, I used an inspo. Can I have it be that 19 instead of that 12?
No, you have to roll again.
Heartless. All right, one minute.
I think Snow is standing a couple of steps back, just kind of staring at the others, not really understanding what's going on. Can he hear it, like a couple of steps from the door?
Yeah.
19's better. I'll accept that.
Okay,
He's
so
still gonna let everyone else investigate.
as all of you have like kind of like moved up to follow Meander, and Meander's right by this door, and she begins to like hum.
She's like vocalizing, like oh,
Ah.
oh.
Okay. As this is happening, behind you, Lemma, like, comes around the corner and she says, That's the relic vault. We keep what's dangerous or what we don't understand in there. That
Keep
melody?
a whole ass person with a harp in there?
You interrupt everyone, it seems.
Oh my god, you sound like my mom.
That melody hasn't played in years. Not since the breach. But if it's calling again, it's for someone. And now Lemma is, like, paying attention closely as you are right next to the door.
I see it.
Can you see inside the relic vault? It's sealed. I
Never
can't open
opened?
it. I didn't
Who
seal
opens it?
It doesn't open.
Never? It looks like wax. Like, just melt it.
Try.
Wow. Pressed it, like a little ball of flame. Just like hold it up to the wax.
It does not melt.
Ugh. Can I chip at it with my finger?
No, it's like, it feels like your fingernail is like trying to bite into glass.
Weird door. Okay, well, so
As
it's
you-
singing.
It is singing. As you perform this performance where you're trying to, like, complete the song, you roll a 19 with your inspiration. As you begin, you watch as some of the sigils at the top of the door melt. As if they're beginning to just pool down the door, and you see the crack at the top of the door suddenly reveal itself. And as soon as that happens, in all of your minds, you hear a woman's voice. One note is missing, one word unspoken. Finish the song, or leave me broken.
Okay. Does it look like Lemma heard that too, or is it just the four of us?
No, Lemma is staring aghast at the wall. That she heard that for sure.
One word is missing. Can they hear it better now that they're closer, that some of the wax is melted?
All of you now hear the song as loud as each other. It's not loud. It's like in the background of your conversations and thoughts, but it's there now that you're right next to this door and it's partially unsealed.
Have you guys heard this song before? I'm not quite sure, but if you guys remember it, I might be able to complete it.
Snow? No, you have not heard this song before. Or if you
My
have,
memory
you don't
is
remember it.
Not great.
Ruby, roll me a history at disadvantage. Agni, roll me a history.
Okay.
Where's my history? Damn it. History, disadvantage.
Yikes.
Suck.
Okay.
Gonna
Oof.
suck, I told ya.
Oof, ouch.
That did indeed suck. With a 7 and a 2, neither of you have heard this song before. Or if you have, you don't remember it.
Didn't it kind of seem like there were words missing from the sigils that we picked up, though? Like an incomplete sentence?
Those are just glyph stones for some sort of ritual. They're not connected. They never complete a sentence.
Right,
Okay.
because it's not like a language. They're just supposed to evoke some sort of emotion or some sort of intention.
You know a lot about them?
I cast magic. People just think I'm stupid.
Lemma does not say anything further
She
as she
does not
continues to
disagree.
investigate the door.
Is the music more coherent? Like, since it's more coherent, do I have another chance at potentially recognizing this tune? I've been all over the world.
Did you not roll a history just now?
I didn't roll with them, no.
Please roll a history.
Hi.
Histoire. I'm gonna use an inspo.
How many do you have?
2. This is my last one.
Okay.
I had my starter inspo, and I think I won one on a vote once. So, come on, yes, 19. Such a good use.
19. You realize you do know this song, or at least you know part of it. It's a song that you first heard while your family's caravan was far across the world. It's a battle hymn. It's called Serial's Vigil.
Do I think I could place words to the tune I'm hearing?
Yeah.
All right. She will catch like the beat that's playing in the background, and she will just join it like it's, a musical accompaniment to a song she's singing.
Roll me a performance.
Okay. I have no more insults to fall back on. All right, go.
Yeah. Now you have to fail
Pretty
and
good.
stick with it.
18.
18.
Never. I will never learn.
Oh, yes, you will.
One of these days.
Just
You
like
remember the first stanza from the song. And it goes, "When stars forgot their names to speak, and frost began to dream, I sang a thread through shadow's teeth to hold the world between." But as you try and remember more words from the song, it's as if the music coming from the door is making it elude you. You remember the tune, you remember how the song goes, but you can't remember the rest of the words. However, as you sing the first stanza with that performance roll, all of you watch the first brass clasps at the top of the door like tilt up and press against the top of the door and open. And more wax melts away until the top first half of the door is uncovered.
Guys, we're in a library. Do you think that maybe some trace of this song might exist here?
Probably.
We should
Some
look.
disconnected bits of data scattered around.
What do the runes say on the?
Are
side
there
of the door?
legible runes?
Yes, there are.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about those. What language are they in? Or
Well, what languages do you guys speak?
Common and Elvish.
It doesn't speak either of those.
Heck.
Celestial.
It is Celestial.
Hey! It's a snow day.
You suck.
Yeah.
The runes at the top are Guardian. The rune next to that is Boon. The next rune is just a rune for seal. Yeah, that kind of seal. Thank you, Pen. The final rune at the bottom is a name. Serial. Seryel.
Do you share that with us?
Yeah.
It would be so funny if he didn't.
That's the name of the
Like no.
That's the name of the tune. Serial.
Guardian, Boon, Seal, Serial.
What Serial, what was the name of the song? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Serial's Vigil.
Serial's Vigil. So it has something to do with this Serial thing. Do you know? She'll look at Lemma, the more educated one. Who is Serial?
Lemma rolled a natural 20.
Hey, Lemma!
Let's go lemon.
Serial
Let's
was one
go,
of the
Lemon.
first Blade Maidens. She gave her life to seal the break in the veil during the first breach. It was her music that kept all of us alive.
So she's singing to us. Or something of hers.
could be her harp.
I hear a harp. Do you think that you have a
all
copy
hear
of
her harp.
Serial's Vigil here? Shh. Serial's Vigil, the song.
Oh no, you killed the DM.
I don't think so. We don't really have...
Really? In Blade Maiden Central, you don't have a copy of Serial's Vigil.
In the Hall of Candles, where we keep occult and literary information and maps, we don't have very much written music. No.
Do I have to go back to the fucking Blade Maidens today and have them give me attitude?
You might, if you wish to find the song.
I do. Let's go.
Oh my god. Ruby is like on the edge of just grabbing your face and just.
I don't understand what problem you have with me. I am solving things like Scooby fucking Doo. Let's go.
Scooby Doo doesn't exist yet. Shut it.
It's just yet implying that
Scooby-Doo?
Scooby Doo will exist in Amaranth at some point.
Something about a monkey
Scooby-Who?
and typewriters.
Echo, I think we're going to the Blade Maidens again.
Yeah, it sounds like it. So you leave the Hall of Candles, and you head across Split Shield Bridge.
The whole time they're walking across the bridge, Meander's kind of speaking lowly to herself. Be polite, be respectful. They'll probably be nicer to you. Oh, Zen. Okay, let's go. Ruby, I don't need this.
As you go across Splitshield Bridge, you find the Blade Maidens still at training. You see the various structures for them. You see the one that she mentioned, the Pale Archive. Is that
that
where
one.
you go? Okay.
Uh-huh.
The Pale Archive is less lived in. It seems more like a vault than a library. As you open the door, there are lit lanterns inside, but this is cold in here. It is unlikely that anybody mans the Pale Archive. You see that on the tables there are all sorts of almost like dossiers of information about various demons that have been found out in the wastes, out in the icy vestiges. And on the walls you see memorials to fallen Blade Maidens. And then there are shelves and shelves and shelves of scrolls and books. If you guys want to try and find anything, I'm going to need investigation checks.
Okay.
I would first like to see if there's a plaque for Sariel. Because you said there are ones that pay homage to fallen Blade Maidens. Maybe the vigil's on it.
I am in unbelievable awe just looking up at like the floor to ceiling scrolls. But I'm gonna look for stuff that might say Thul on it
Oh.
in case there's like lore on him that I can find. What investigation?
Yeah.
Snow is just
No.
gonna look for Serial's Vigil.
Normal roll?
Yeah, just a straight investigation.
Do I need to investigate to find her placard?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a lot.
Ugh, terrible. Ugh.
I'm gonna guidance myself as well.
Sure.
Now I actually have to fail. Hey, same
Terrible.
roll. Same roll. Same roll. Say Ruby's gonna have better luck than we do.
Okay. Snow. You're kind of overwhelmed by the amount of information in here. It doesn't seem like there's any sort of organization at all, or at least if there is, you don't understand it. It's not alphabetical. With a 6, you just... There could be information here, you just don't know how to find it. You're like at the library learning how to read, and you're like, help! Just completely flummoxed.
Oh, recipe for Demon's Bane. That could be useful, I guess.
Awesome one.
Ruby, you're looking for information on Thal.
Yeah.
You find some.
Ooh.
You find a thin leather-bound, like it's basically a sleeve of reports that you pull off of the shelves, and as you pull it out, 2 pieces of parchment are revealed to you.
Oh.
Thal of the Ninth Hollow, first voice beyond the breach, named in Frostblood by the black syllables. Wore many shapes, all of them hungry. Not summoned, but allowed. Thal came when the vigil broke. Its mark is silence, its eyes are stone, its name is a wound in the air. And then the next page, it actually has a date. Entry 17.9 AE, which is 32 PR. That's literally what the date says, which doesn't mean anything to you. One Blade Maiden patrol lost in the icy vestiges. No survivors, but final scout log recovered by a carrion hawk. Text ends with, "We saw it. Tall as the pine line, cloaked in nothing. It whispered, and Maris fell still. Her breath froze inside her. Ren tried to speak its name, only got as far as Thal." And then you see that this section is like ends and pages stained in ink and sealed with Bastionworth wax.
Oh. I want to convey this to the rest of the party.
Ruby, that's not Sariel's vigil.
I know it's not, but it's Thal. And there was... What was it? A Blade Maiden lost?
Blade Maiden, a patrol or something. It was a group of them.
A whole patrol of Blade Maidens.
Ah, a whole patrol, okay. I thought there was like one single Blade Maiden that went missing or something. I was about to say, wait, could they be connected?
So, I don't plan on fighting this demon Thal anytime soon.
Everyone has a
sound
plan
very
until they get punched in the face.
Foreshadowing.
Oh no, Thal's gonna punch Mander in the face.
Someone ought to.
Down. Wow.
Ah!
Do it, coward.
Thal is Mike Tyson.
Yikes!
Ruby, how did you find this info? Did you figure out how they sort this stuff?
No, but I was looking around for the only, like, few words of giant that I could really understand with Thal, since that was what we figured out. And in this mess, I didn't really imagine that there could be much on it. So, it stuck out.
Can you maybe help us find Sariel's vigil so I can find out what was singing?
Well, of course. I just had my own little thing, but sure.
I'll help you so your roll is better.
While they're searching, Agony, are you doing anything here?
Nope.
You're just chilling?
Just chilling.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Watching the shenanigans as we toss scrolls everywhere.
Yep.
Do I do investigation with advantage?
No, you just perform an investigation.
Okay.
She was looking for something else.
Oof.
Oh, come on.
With
Oops.
a 5. It is a nature of just searching for time. As you're sifting through the lost companions of the Blade Maidens that have fallen in battle, or out in the icy vestiges, or out in the frost fields, or in the Frostfang Bay, in all the places that these Blade Maidens have fucking died, there's just so many names. And after like 30 minutes of searching and searching, your eyes see a name. It's like tucked in between other listings on the plaques. Each plaque is like a piece of bronze that has been inscribed with the information, and you're like shifting through them, just ka-ting, 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 going from the next one to the next one to the next one. There's so many. And then you find Sariel Van Hollow at the top of the
Oh.
plaque.
Well, that's a pretty name.
Oh, okay, you found it. Is there
Yeah.
like music on it? Is there a song?
I'll
Is
pull
there
it
a
out
description?
and we look at it.
It says Sariel Van Hollow. Race, Eladrin. Profession,
I'm
Bard.
an Eladrin. I'm a bard. Guys, do you think I'm the reincarnation
Status.
of Sariel?
Presumed perished in Containment Act of Veil Event 43.2. Memorial token, Harp string. And then it says, in very matter-of-fact tone, on the 12th night of Frostvein, during the 43rd recorded Veil Breach, subject Van Hollow voluntarily entered the unstable zone near Sakyeldon's Rest, carrying an arcane instrument of unknown Fey origin. No known ornament, no armor. Witnesses state she began to sing at the breach perimeter. 6 verses total. At verse 4, demonic pressure fluctuated, and scouts reported auditory distortion? I can read. And reduction of planar stress. At verse 6, the breach was sealed. Subject was not recovered. Only remains were frost-hardened soil, a hair ribbon embedded with quartz, and a harp, missing one string.
Whoa. So, does this mean that she could possibly still exist in some way, just behind some magical, like on a different plane of existence?
Maybe. I feel like the Blade
suppose it's
Maidens would have
possible.
looked for her, right? Like she was important to them.
I think once you see someone walk into a magical barrier thing and get sealed off, I think you're not looking for anyone anymore.
Okay,
But seeing
so
as how we can hear her song,
well, she had a 6 first song. Do you think that was her vigil, the one that we're hearing? That I know the first verse to?
I think so. That'd
Probably,
be important to
right?
figure out the rest of those lyrics then.
We should probably just ask a Blade Maiden. Ugh, they're such bitches.
Are there no Blade Maidens guarding this place at all?
That is weird.
Do they not even know what's in here?
I think they do. It's like on their compound.
There's no
It's like
Blade
open
Maiden
doors.
in the Pale Archive with you right now.
I guess they just don't feel like anyone would need to destroy or seal these. We should go
hope we
find that
didn't-
redhead.
Yeah, I hope we didn't
Just
mess up
walk in.
their system here.
They didn't have a system. It's trash. Let's go.
Snow has kind of been throwing scrolls just behind his back as he's been out
Okay, let's go.
for 30 minutes.
Oh my god. You made a mess! God.
It looks the same as when we came in.
Disrespect.
That's something I would say. Okay. Can Mander poke her head out of the Pale Archive and see if she can find the one that she was talking to, the one that's always mean to her for no reason?
Yes. She's training out in the yard.
Yes. Okay, I found her. Oh, God, did I ever catch her name?
No.
Fuck. Okay.
Should we look for a different Blade Maiden? Or...
No. This I got something to prove here. She's gonna start approaching this woman and be like, "Hey, you."
She's like in the middle of like calisthenics out in the field, and she just like stands. You again?
Yes, hi, I'm Meander, if you didn't catch that or remember.
Freda.
Freda, nice to meet you. This is us. Snow, Ruby, Agni.
Us.
We don't have a group name, so I need your help.
This is we, the homies.
These are my
We
homies.
the homies.
Sariel's Vigil, do you know all of the verses? I can only remember the first one.
Why are you asking?
Because there's a singing harp in the Hall of Candles, and I want to get to it.
What?
There's a
What the
singing
hell does
harp
that
in the Hall
mean?
of Candles. There's a harp sealed in the Hall of Candles behind a door, and it is singing, and it seems to want to be.
You're
it wants
saying
the
this
vigil
like
completed.
you're the one making sense, but you're not hearing the words you're saying.
Am I not elaborate? Is this not what's happening, guys? Help me out here. Back me up.
She's not wrong per se.
There's a
It seems
singing
like
harp
Hmm.
sealed behind a wall.
Uh-huh.
there is a
And-
magical gate that seems to be unlocked by verses of Sariel's Vigil.
You can go and talk to Lima about it. She kind of explained this to us too, so.
Hmm. Do you know the rest of the vigil?
Of course I know Sariel's Vigil.
Okay, I got the first part. Can you give me the other 5?
My God.
Roll a
Please?
persuasion.
Say pretty
Question mark?
please, God.
What's that? Pretty please?
I said roll persuasion.
I was almost
That
natural
is
one.
the
14?
persuasion.
She like looks at you and then looks at the rest of your group. If I give it to you, will you leave me alone?
Yes.
Sold.
Sorry.
And she goes like to the like next to the wall of the barracks that's right there, and she opens up her pack, and from it you see her like sifting through various parchment, and she pulls out a sheet of music and she hands it to you.
Thank you. Freda, that was very nice of you.
And now to keep your word.
Promise. Bye.
I like awkwardly waved and look very sorry. I walked off. Everyone else.
And
Come
she-
on, us.
She goes back to her calisthenics.
Let's depart, homies.
Oh my god. I hate the way you say that word.
Homies.
Homies.
Oh my God, homies!
Okay.
Ugh, God, I'm sorry.
We are now the homies,
Ooh,
Yep.
the homies.
out of spite.
Where'd my cap go?
I don't know.
Found it. I found it. Okay, she rushes back to the Hall of Candles. I got it. Man, I've been all over this fucking town today.
You chose this.
You asked for it.
Yeah.
Lemma, we're back.
Lemma is still at the wall.
Mhm.
She's been awestruck by it seems, and so is waiting. Like, now that you're in with it, she looks over at you and she says, "Oh, good. Good. What did you find? What did you find out?"
I think we found what we might be able to sing to get this thing open. So, does anyone else want to sing with me?
I'll do it.
Okay. Agni, sing song time.
You think I'm going to sing a song at the moment?
Okay, well then it's me and Ruby who are going to unlock this secret passageway.
Mm-hmm.
How good are you at singing, Ruby? Can you carry me too?
I sing with the birds. The birds judge me and I try to match them, so
I guess
as
you
good
can
as bird
whistle
song.
to the.
I can match their tone.
Okay. Manor will begin to sing and hope that Ruby
Roll performance.
performs as well.
Soprano. Hold on. Where's my thing? Yeehaw.
16.
We're decent.
Yeah. A little above
14 and a
average.
16. Okay. You sing based off the sheet music in front of you. When stars forgot their names to speak and frost began to dream, I sang a thread through shadow's teeth to hold the world between. I drew the dusk with silver line and stitched it to the flame. I bound the howl beneath the pine and called it by its name. One chord for love, one chord for loss, one whispered for the slain. I gave my breath to breach the frost and never breathed again. Now silence clings to every note, and echoes chase the shore. But if you find the song I wrote, let it be sung once more. So if the wind forgets my face and none recall my name, then let my song be solace still, a candle in the flame. And should you stand where I once stood, with silence pressing near, sing not for me, but for the world, and let the veil not hear. As you finish the song, the harp stops playing, and nothing happens.
Aw. She
I'm
looks at
looking
the
over
door.
at Lima. Did we
Okay.
do good? What
I-
happened?
It's shit.
Is it 6 stanzas?
Yeah? That was all 6?
It said it was missing a word. What word? She like looks over the sheet music. Is there like a place that feels incomplete?
I can just
I-
show you the thing. Hold on.
Ooh.
I like walk up to the wall and I like give it a little push.
It doesn't budge.
Oh,
It's
okay.
nice. It's just big.
Wait, did the wax melt at all?
Nope.
When we sang?
Completely
Oh.
did not change.
Okay, guys. What are we thinking?
I
So it
think
all
it's
rhymes.
stupid harp.
You're a stupid harp.
I kind of
God.
want to ask, Lima, what just happened? Like, why did the harp stop? What does this mean?
One can only surmise that you are fulfilling a task, but it's incomplete.
Lima, you're smart, right?
I hope so.
Is there something missing? She holds the sheet music right up to her face.
Oh my god.
Some decorum. And she like gently
pull it back,
pushes
like,
it away from
A
herself.
couple inches.
What's this dash next to world?
Hold the word
What?
between. There's no dash there. Am I crazy? Oh, it's just part of the song. I see which world you're looking at now. Unless you think that's not a missing word. Is this magic? No, why would it be? It came from one of the Blade Maidens. Is it soul? She says out loud. Does the door budge?
No.
Shit.
What about Amaranth?
The world. Sing not for me, but for the world. Was my intention wrong when I sang this?
Probably.
You sang it for her.
Huh?
The song says not to do that.
So should I sing it again, but intend it for others? Like,
She's like is reading the lyrics, and then she kind of like smirks and looks at you, and she says, "How carefully did you read the lyrics of this song?
not at all.
Try
We
again."
didn't get a chance.
Am I missing something here?
Do you have it open?
Yeah, she just. Do I have it? Oh, God damn it, Echo. Okay. When stars forget their names to speak and frost begins to dream, I sang a thread through shadow's teeth to hold the world between. I drew the dusk with silver line and stitched it to the flame. I bound the howl beneath the pine and called it by its name. One chord for love, one chord for loss, one whispered for the slain. I gave my breath to breach the frost and never breathed again. Now silence clings to every note and echoes chase the shore, but if you find the song I wrote, let it be sung once more. Okay, we did that.
Huh?
So if the wind forgets my face and none recall my name, then let my song be solace still, a candle in the flame. And should you stand where I once stood with silence pressing near, sing not for me but for the world, and let the veil not hear. Okay. You're waiting for me to
Where do
figure
we-
something out.
I
But I'm
am,
actually
yes.
not smart in
Go
real
then.
life. Candle in the flame? Is it because of the wax on the door?
No.
Bro, can Pen roll an intelligence check?
Does
This is,
anybody
clearly
does
something
anybody have
visually I'm
any
missing.
ideas?
I can't focus enough to figure out the
Is the
fucking Joker
text-
riddle here, so...
Is the text somewhere that I can see it? So,
Yes.
like,
It's on the screen.
why is it not popping up for me?
I will
Oh.
pop it up for you once again. But it
Okay.
should have appeared like
It did now. Yeah.
I just did the exact same thing again.
Silence is pressing near. So not for me.
Honestly, I thought for a second their pen had really good memory.
That'd be.
That'd be
I wish
amazing.
I could keep that impression
That would
that I
be
could just
amazing.
remember that whole fucking song. Okay, so let's work through this.
What is the veil?
That's what I'm wondering. It's a capital V. Isn't that a god?
Veil is a god. But in this
So
case,
Veil?
you're thinking of Veil as the rift between planes. The veil
What?
between worlds. At least
And
that
we're
is
kind
the
of
context
standing-
here.
And we're kind of like standing right in front of the wall that can't open, you know?
Uh-huh.
So...
And the harp stopped making noise, so with silence pressing near. Is there like a veil in this room?
You don't see any veils, bridal or funeral or otherwise.
It's not.
You have... I'm going to say this to you guys over the table.
Can I phone a friend?
You have the answer to this riddle.
I know. I'm trying to find it, Echo.
You've learned more information about Serial than this song gives you. And you have to remember that.
It was something about the fourth stanza and then the sixth. Do you guys remember what we read?
Do I have the file?
Yeah.
I don't think
do
we
we-
left. Oh, shit. Okay.
I mean, if you didn't take it with you, then no. But I had assumed you had.
Yes.
Please
Okay,
say
then yes,
you
we have
bought
it. We totally have it.
I pull it out and I look at it again. If I can. I don't
Can you
know.
pop that out too, Echo, so I can see it
Hold on.
side by side?
I think it's gonna make a lot more sense. I should
Yeah.
take better notes. Curse you, AI.
A moment.
We didn't learn this until today, so you wouldn't have those notes.
Yeah, this wouldn't help you. This is entirely a side quest you stumbled upon in the Hall of Candles.
Ah. It's okay. It's adventure nonetheless.
Okay.
It's not my usual.
But nice.
Is there another... Is there a... Now I'm not getting a second pop out if you did have
Oh,
another
I'm
one.
doing
hasn't
I'm doing
popped
it
it out
now.
yet.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's just taking
I
his
don't-
time.
My bad.
There it is. Okay. On the
And a heart
12th
missing
night.
one string. Ugh.
So we have to find the missing string? And hair ribbon embedded with corpse. I guess that makes sense. Oh shit. Okay. Find the missing thing is what they whispered to us. And if the harp is missing a string, maybe that's the note it's missing? When we were listening to the music through the door, did it sound like it was missing a note being played?
Roll performance.
Kind of.
13.
Yes.
Do I know, can I, like, intuit what note should fill that gap? Like, if I strummed it. She has a harp. She'll probably been using that. She'll pull it out of her bag.
It's the C note.
She plays it. Ding, 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 ding. Does anything happen?
Nothing happens.
Okay. Do you think we have to find this note? This missing string?
I mean, it's missing a word. Right.
I don't know. I can't quite remember what it said.
Serial Van Hollow.
Got
What
anything, Agni?
What if we sing it backwards?
Sound very silly.
I mean, the story of this person is literally somebody who is completely unaffiliated with everything and just kind of wanders out into a hellscape and then
She wasn't unaffiliated.
sings a
She was the
song.
first Blade Maiden.
Well, she is now,
Memorial token, harp string, and frozen
but
note?
it literally says affiliation was unaffiliated at time of service, and then she fucking died.
Okay, I think you did find something there, Ruby. Harp's memorial token. What does that mean? Harp string frozen note. What's a frozen note? Lemma.
I don't
Did
know.
something... Wait, did something get lost at the place that she went to do this?
It would have I mean, the harp was missing a string, so the string went somewhere.
She disappeared.
Hmm? But her harp didn't, which is presumably behind this door.
Yeah.
And the harp in there is missing a string, as we just figured out.
Uh-huh.
So
I mean, yeah, it's probably that harp. Anyway, I gotta collect food, by the way. BRB.
Okay. Can I just play the song on the harp I have with the C note?
Yeah,
Included?
you play it and nothing happens.
She groans and stamps her foot. We have to go back to the Blade Maidens and ask what the fuck a frozen note is. I'm gonna be so mad.
I don't think we're bothering the Blade Maidens again.
Oh, they told me I
today.
couldn't. Fuck. Shouldn't have promised that.
If you guys are genuinely clueless,
Yes, Echo.
I'm going to throw a bone if you want one.
Amnesty, please.
Yeah, I think so.
This has to be unanimous.
Agni's not here.
I know. Unanimous from those that are here. So,
Yeah.
Lemma says, looking at the song, I think you're missing an important part here. It says,
Yes, clearly.
in the final stanza, should you stand where I once stood?
Oh, we have to go there?
That's what I was thinking.
But
I thought
where?
maybe this here is where she once stood because the harp is sealed here, but I guess that doesn't make sense. Where did this happen?
Where's Sukjeldan's rest?
Lemma says, it's the beacon down the street.
Really? You built your town on a battleground?
This town is the battleground. We fight demons weekly.
Oh, shit. Okay, let's go to the thing. The blue thing. Oh, you told me to look at that anyways.
Ruby is just like...
I agree. That is exactly how I feel. Let's go to the thing.
I want to say, over the screen, as your DM,
Sorry, I'm dumb.
this is not a hard puzzle.
Yes, it was.
No.
Yes.
We just tunnel visioned really hard
I
because we
think
thought
I
we were
just-
smart.
I just kind of assumed that where we are standing is
That's what I did.
because I assumed it was the town itself.
Okay.
I'm going to conveniently
It was
fucking
hard.
disappear in a library.
And never come back.
You can, I guess.
I'm gonna go to that fucking beacon.
Fine.
Okay, you go to Sakjeldin's Rest. It is what looks like a lighthouse in the middle of the town. It is a tall, gray stone spire. You see it's capped with an ever-burning beacon. It's blue-white in color, and it's said to be kindled from the original torch Sakjeldin carried during the Siege of Redoubt. As you look at it, you see there is a plaque on the front of this building, and you see there is a Blade Maiden just standing around, like standing guard near it.
Oh. Hi.
She just, like, tips her head and nods.
Okay, to the plaque. What that say, though?
The plaque says, "When all flames died, she lit her own. When gates broke, she stood unbent. When fear came, she gave it no name. This fire is Sakjeldin's oath. So long as it burns, Redoubt shall not fall." That's all it says.
You should do your thing now.
I should do. Oh. Okay. She will kind of like awkwardly prop up the sheet music on the plaque so she doesn't have to hold it so she can play her harp at the same time.
And should I sing?
You can.
I don't know. Do we need to have the whole instrumental and vocal part?
I'm just trying to make this authentic. God. She starts playing.
We'll roll performance. And Ruby, if you want to as well, also roll performance.
Oh, 24. It was better with the harp. I should have been using the harp this whole time. I don't know
I'm
why
too
I haven't
annoyed. I sing it in an annoyed tone.
been. You're ruining my performance.
24 from Meander. Yeah, so Ruby, you're being like sardonically singing it next to her. And the Blade Maiden is like looking between the two of you confused. Because she knows the song. She's heard the song a lot.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah. You guys just came out of nowhere in front of this ceremonial tower and started singing a battle hymn sarcastically.
Paying homage. I'm not. Amanda is not being sarcastic at all. She is being very earnest, which is why she
I'm not
rolls
being
24.
sarcastic. I'm just annoyed.
Okay.
Snow is standing sarcastically.
Yeah, of course you are.
All right. With a 24 performance, as soon as you say the final words and let the veil not hear, you feel your voice echo as if there was someone harmonizing with you. And the music that you're playing on the harp suddenly is joined by other harps. You hear them coming from all around, bouncing off the structures and buildings of the town. It feels as though there is hundreds of other people playing this song. But there isn't. It's just you. And you feel the vibration of the music from the ground. It feels like it's coming from the Hall of Candles.
I think we did it. Is the
Ruby
Blade
just
Maiden
start-
very confused?
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
Ruby's
She, like,
just,
has her bow
twirling
drawn.
around.
Ruby's twirling?
Ruby's twirling around because she can hear this and it's wonderful.
Okay. The Blade Maiden's like looking at the both of you, but she doesn't ask any questions. She's like looking for demon shit because...
Don't worry, we got it. She running back to the call,
What the
call of
fuck?
handles.
You return to the Hall of Candles.
Immediately.
As you blast through the door, you find Lemma is firstly, the door is completely open. The
I did it.
huge sealed door is gone. It is open inward, and you see inside it is a room that is lit by orange flame along the upper wall that doesn't ever seem to go out. You recognize eternal flames when you see them. And in the middle of the room, there is a harp. It is missing one string. And it is still playing the song.
Where's the voice
So
coming from?
silly. I don't think it has a voice accompanying it. I think that was me singing. Unless, is there a voice echo?
You
There
don't...
were like 100 voices earlier.
There were, now there is not.
The harp is
All
just
you hear is the
playing
harp
itself.
playing.
Are the strings moving?
Of course.
Yeah, they're vibrating like the harp's being played.
Spooky. I don't know what's going on.
It might be cursed.
Can we do like
It's a special harp.
I suspect the spirit of Serial still is bound to her harp. Her body was lost in the abyss.
Do you think she's in the harp?
Could be.
Serial,
Oh my god.
are you okay?
This
Just
is
checking on here, Ruby. What the fuck is your problem?
the harp just continues to play the same battle hymn.
Well, just walk right up to the harp and scream, why don't you? God.
God,
When the
shit.
door is open, do you want to check it?
Yeah,
You
fucking
know?
Walton.
I was about to say, is there a reason to do a perception check in here?
Nah,
can.
I just walk right in.
Okay. So Ruby, Agni, and Snow, as you're being relatively cautious, looking around, Meander just strolls up. What do you do?
I'm curious. I'm gonna do the perception. Is that the right thing to look for?
What are you trying to perceive?
I
You-
want to know more about this room. Like, is there anything in there that we're not seeing right away?
Yeah, roll perception.
I poke it.
The harp is kind of cool to the touch. You feel the vibration of the music through the wood. It's being played, and as you touch it, it doesn't stop. Ruby with a 15. This room is full of relics.
Oh,
Ooh. Looting
Okay.
time.
oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
I-
That was pet.
I would suggest you don't loot the room.
Yeah.
We kill Emma and take the loot.
There are blades on the wall. There are bows. There's chests and just all sorts of small objects. And one thing you notice is that on the shelves of the room, you see a feather token. You see a single marble. You see what looks like the markers of a necklace that is long since broken. You see an old compass that's damaged with the glass pane broken. You see the last tokens of Blade Maidens and Bastionworth that have died.
Oh.
I pluck a string. Bing.
As soon as you do, the song
Oh.
stops. And the only note that plays is the string that you plucked.
Sorry. Sorry, El.
It better have been the right string.
I don't know. She starts playing the song that stopped playing. Don't worry, I'll fill it in.
It's not as perfect.
Oh,
It's clear,
it's a real issue.
yeah. It's clear you're not as skilled as the harp is at playing this song. If it was Serial's spirit, or if it was just an enchantment on the harp, or if it was something else unexplained, it was playing
It
the
was
song
better for me.
perfectly. And while you are adept at playing the song, you're not perfect.
Can I ask a question that I wouldn't really know?
Sure.
Maybe one of you more musically inclined folk can answer. Did it sound like it was playing with a missing string that should be there? Like, was it making the sound of that missing string?
That's a
Or
good
was there a
question.
gap?
The song was played without that note. There
But
wasn't
still
a C note.
perfect.
Without the C note.
Can I just pick it up?
You pick it up.
I'm slapping your hands.
What?
Stop it. Stop. You already messed up the song.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this thing.
Oh, yeah, just pick it up and toss it around, why don't you? God.
We open the door, I feel like I'm allowed to play with the stuff in it.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's not. Oh my god.
Well,
yeah.
Lemma's not stopping me.
I'm
Yeah,
mostly
yeah.
curious as to what happens next.
Me too. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe it's in the song.
I'm a little curious. Just like out of game question, what the hell is a frozen note memorial token, and might it be in this room somewhere?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What
I
the
don't
fuck is
know
a
what
frozen
that
note?
visually look like if we were to try to look for it.
Do you look for something that might be a frozen note? As you look on the shelves, you see it's almost like it looks like a piece of ice.
Oh.
It is round in shape, as if it's like a clam or an oyster entirely made of ice. And when you look at it, it looks like it's slightly vibrating.
How can we hear it without melting it? More important, how do we do it without? How do we do it without touching it and melting it?
Why would you want to?
If it's been
'Cause I wanna hear the
frozen for
note.
a long time, then
If it's vibrating, then it might be able to give off the frequency of the note that we're trying to hear.
Yeah, well, maybe it's the C note.
is
That's
the string in
missing.
here?
The string? No. Oh, harp string. Yeah. Is there a?
If we have
the
the frozen
missing
note,
harp
maybe
string?
we have the string somewhere in here too.
Is there a harp string?
It's literally right next to
There
the...
you
Oh.
go.
Can we put this back on?
Lemma
Here's
looks
that
at you, and she says, I would prefer if you didn't.
You don't want to fix the harp?
That is how the relic was found, and that's how it has been stored.
It seems to want something, or it wouldn't have started singing and letting us unlock this door.
Roll a persuasion.
Cool. Yes. 22.
I suppose I don't see the harm.
Sariels will be done.
Fuck around and find out.
I know how to string a harp, don't I?
Yeah, I hope. Or your harp is just like there's 8 strings left on it.
I like that.
She will restring the missing string.
It is the C note. As soon
I
as
try to
you
play the song.
roll performance.
The town blows up.
This feels like we're just playing with a
22.
Ouija board.
What's the Luigi board?
A Luigi Mangione board.
It summons
This one kills
dead
for
billionaires.
realsies.
I would love to summon dead billionaires.
I would not.
Okay.
So after you said well, you were about to say something before she started playing, and now what happens?
As soon as you start to play the song, the air in the room shifts.
I'm really uncomfy.
The
I'll sit down
wind from outside seems to stop. The sound of the note is not loud, but everything else grows quiet to listen.
Now silence clings to every note.
As Meander plays the song, the melody reconstructs memory itself. Each verse becomes a window. And Meander, you see and feel, maybe almost as if you're there, what Sariel saw in her final moments. The stars above Redoubt, swirling and silent, shadow teeth of the veil, monsters trying to crawl through, and the screams of those who are already pulled within. And then you realize you're not looking through Sariel's perspective. You turn and you see Sariel standing before you, that harp clasped in her hands as if she's inches away from you, playing her harp that you're holding and playing. You see that her face is serene, but tear-streaked, glowing as she plays the notes, the final notes of the song. And as she plays the last note, the air in front of you seems to rend itself apart, and the rift in the veil, slamming closed, and you just see Sariel as if being pulled away. Tears still flowing down her face, but acceptance, as she knows she's chosen this, as the veil is pulled shut. And you stand there. The song no longer being played. Whether you meant to or not, you were pulled into the memory. Roll me a wisdom save.
Meander is definitely crying at this point.
Wisdom.
So is
save.
Ben.
Yes. 3.
Well,
3. Okay. You are exhausted. You feel this energy pulled out of you as the memory, you relive the pain, the exhaustion, everything that she experienced in that moment. You now understand the harp has a true name. The harp's name is Sariel's Vigil. As the final note of the song fades in the room, you sang for the world, not for me. And so I'm free. You realize that voice came from right in front of you, and the memory of her looking at you is right there, but you cannot quite see her. It's like the ghost of her is before you, but gone. You feel fingertips on the back of your hand as you hold the harp. But not all of me. You carry a verse I never wrote.
I do?
She smiles as she disappears completely. And you feel remarkably alone.
What?
All of you
How
saw
much
that.
of that was... Okay, I was about to ask that question.
All of you saw, like, all of that.
Including the memory?
Yep. It was as if you were
Okay.
right there next to Meander as she was performing this.
Wow. Well, with a Gimli-style harump, I'm going to be like, I still think it's a stupid harp.
Shut up!
Hey,
This is a
slap
really
him.
cool part. Finally, she's slapping somebody else.
God.
What am I supposed to do with this cool harp with a sad story?
Lemma, next, like, from the outside the room, she says, well, it appears to be a partially sentient item, so
Huh?
you must carry it until it attunes to you.
Oh. I figured we'd leave it here for safety.
No,
Just to keep it safe.
that's not how this works now.
How does this work, Lemma? Please help. I don't understand what's happening.
Most magical items you can attune to, and you understand their true nature, but ones that have a soul or part of a soul in it, as this one clearly does have a piece of Serial still within it, they must attune to you, so you must behave in ways that Serial aligns with.
Oh God, we're doomed.
Hey, she slaps him. Clang, clang, clang. Ow, my fingers.
Should
You
you...
want it to be a blade maiden is so bad.
Yes, if that is the case, then this is the right path. Serial, she was a person of honor and sacrifice, and if you wish to use her heart
that'll
properly...
be easy.
Lemma, winces a little, and she says, "Could all of you come out of the relic room now? This has been... alarming."
This has been... Do you have a bathroom in the Candle Halls?
Yes, down the hall and to the left.
Okay, I'm gonna go use that real quick.
And now I have a question for Lima.
No, in real life, really gotta pee.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes,
Can I
Ruby?
ask my question or should I wait? Okay. Oh. Why is it that whole room full of all of those relics opened up just for the harp?
I don't know. I have never been in that room. It was
How long
sealed
have the
before
Blade
my
Maiden-
time.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
How long have the Blade Maidens existed for again?
I think 93 years?
And in like 93 years, nobody thought to try the harp.
You must understand, that was a relic, a memento of a fallen soldier. We don't fool around with them.
So it's purely meanders of reverence. I see.
Apparently.
Snow is going to take another couple steps into the room and try to read the frozen note.
You try to read it.
Is it legible?
It's not. It's a music note.
Oh! It's an actual frozen
Note.
music note.
Yes.
Oh.
When you, it's perfectly round and made of ice. And it vibrates.
Is it a C note?
It is a C note when you hear it.
Okay, what did I miss?
Guarantee
Sorry.
that's an anti-demon nuke.
What did I miss?
Just yeet the note.
Just some questions as to why no one's fucked with the harp before, basically.
That's a valid question.
Yeah.
What was the answer?
Yeah,
It's a
all it
death
took was one.
memento. They don't mess around with the last wishes of those that have fallen.
Well, apparently it wished to be played. It was trapped forever.
Yeah. So am I taking this lemma? This feels like a lot, really important.
It's part of you now. Sounds like.
You can carry it, but if it doesn't attune to you within a certain amount of time, I'm going to want it back.
How much time is that?
I'll give you maybe a few weeks.
Okay, I have to become like Sariel in a couple weeks?
No.
Be careful with it.
You have to report to me if anything about the harp changes. You are my test subject now. You understand?
I guess.
So, how much does being a test subject pay?
It doesn't. But you have the opportunity to wield a magical harp.
That's true.
I don't know
pretty-
what benefits it will grant. Perhaps it might even be detrimental if it tries to play on its own when you are busy.
Okay, keep it happy. Got it.
Still not the loudest thing in our group.
Ah,
Yeah, it's Ruby, right? She's a complainy pants.
my face is very loud at you guys.
Okay. Thanks.
This has been a
Lena?
very interesting noon and slightly after. Ooh,
Oh yeah.
I think I need some lunch. I'm
Me
going to
too.
close the shop for a little while. Why don't you all see yourselves out?
Why don't you just get out? Okay.
I apologize and I bow and I leave with them.
Why are you sorry?
Because my friends are a little
Ridiculous.
ungrateful for the
I'm
magical
grateful.
experience that we
I'm
just had.
very grateful.
I think aloof is the right word.
There we go.
This is cool.
Right.
I see nothing but the wilderness and caravans and snow and woods all my life. And I travel with these people and experience these things, and they're not as astounded as I am. Just seems a little strange to me.
You're putting a lot of like words out there that just aren't true. I'm very astounded right now.
Right. Off you go, please. I'm hungry.
Maybe we don't just all wear it on our sleeves.
Yeah.
Get out of my
You
shop.
can't just interpret what I'm feeling. I'm walking. Lemma, I'm
push
leaving.
you. Get.
I'm leaving. I'm
As
leaving.
you are shooed out of the Hall of Candles, it shuts, and you hear some expletives coming from behind the door. Your concerns as to why you are the one that heard the harp is apparently shared.
Just fucking weirdos just wander in here and get a relic of our Lord and Savior.
No.
Oh.
Nope.
She seemed like
Just a
pretty-
civilian that gave her life, not a Jesus.
some pretty cool bean.
Yeah, but not a Jesus. Anyway, you have Serial's Vigil in your possession.
Is that in the inventory?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I have to publish it.
Got it. That's a
As
custom item.
as you guys are out in the town proper, that was a hell of a thing.
Yeah. Now what are we supposed to do with our day? I don't feel like anything can really compete with that. Lunch?
We do
God.
need to eat.
Yeah, you can go get some food at the Maiden's Mirth.
What time is it?
It's noon.
Is it
Yeah.
noon?
I'm exhausted, right? I have a level
You
of
have an
exhaustion.
exhaustion point, yes.
I'm gonna go
Actually.
take a nap. Jesus.
While that might give you some RP satisfaction, it has no effect on exhaustion.
I don't know.
Unless you sleep
Figure
for
it
8 hours.
gives somebody else to make a choice. She'll take a nap in the inn in front of a fireplace or something.
Okay.
Harp on her chest.
Yeah, you guys,
Yeah.
you can go to the Maiden's Mirth.
Where is everyone staying?
Where is
I
everyone
assumed at the one tavern.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I've been like sleeping on the street somehow.
You can
Up to this
either
point.
Very
so
cool.
you can either stay at the tavern and pay gold, or you can stay at the Breza Hospice, which is a temple to Breza, and also serves as kind of like a hostel. They'll let you sleep there. That's it.
Cool, that's where I had been sleeping. Because otherwise I feel like I'd be dead.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
It's
Yeah.
in the snow.
Yeah.
Meander falls asleep, strumming idly on this harp in front of a fireplace on a comfy chair, and everybody else can do what they want.
As you guys are in the tavern, perhaps maybe ordering food, you're all at a table excluding Meander. Ruby,
Yes, sir.
as you are like have just sat down basically to eat a bowl of stew provided to you by Gabby, the keeper of the inn, there's a tap on your shoulder. When you turn to look, there is a tall Blade Maiden. Maybe? You're not sure if it's a Blade Maiden or not. Agni, you immediately recognize the priestess from the Temple of Breza. This is what she looks like.
Was this the redhead?
No.
Wait,
No. The redhead is a Blade Maiden. This lady is the head of the temple
oh, okay, I couldn't
that
see it.
Agni's been staying at.
Well, I nod and go, priestess.
Agni? Are you Ruby?
Yeah.
I've heard about your, well, struggle with a polar bear. And I heard
yeah.
that you guys all recovered the ice quills.
We did.
I was hoping, knowing your talents, that you might test a new kind of frost-fletched arrow. One that's designed to pierce demonic hide.
Ooh. I definitely won't object.
That's good news. While finding a demon is easy except for when you're trying to, there's a few other creatures that are apt replacements to test this arrow. And I know for a fact there's been a white wormling, a white young dragon, that's been harassing the Lyricorn pastures out north of the town. One of these, if you could tag it once with this frost arrow, and then report what happens, I'd appreciate it.
Will do.
The priestess nods, and she pulls from her back, where she has a quiver, a single arrow. It is long, and the haft just looks like any other wood arrow you've ever seen, except the arrow head is very broad, and it's sparkling with frost, and you see like almost like mist and fog falling from it. And she holds it out to you.
Wow. Just kind of admiring it for a second. Is this like comically large to the quiver that I have to store it?
No, it's roughly the same size as all your arrows.
Oh wow. Alright. Very carefully put that away. That thing is amazing.
Now, if you can find a demon, that would be better. But if you can't, just track down that white wormling and give it a little poke at range.
Alright. Just one, though?
It's a wormling? So...
No. Just one arrow, though?
Right, it's a wormling. If you decide to commit and fight it, I can't promise you'd be alright. It is a dragon.
Alright.
If you can slay the wormling and bring back its hide, I mean, more power to you. But I'm just saying, hit it once and see what happens.
Understood.
Now, the purpose of these arrows, Icequill caribou, we come across them all the time. The Icequill quills, for fletching, they're not always perfect. This is the case where I worked with old Mott down at Duskseye, and we got it enchanted. The way the arrow works is when it strikes something, it bursts in ice.
Ah!
So, you're not going to recover the arrow. I just want to see what happens when it hits a monster that's actually hardened to ice. Because a lot of the demons, they resist the cold.
Interesting.
If this Icequill arrow can do more than what we're expecting it to, I want to know. And if it does less, I need to know that too.
All right.
I'll be at the temple. Try and get this done before tomorrow night, if you don't mind.
All right, we'll do. We'll rally up the group.
She nods. Agony, will you be enjoying our hospitality again tonight?
Seem to have come into a little bit of pay. I may not have to.
Good to know. I'll clean your cot. And she leaves.
Dump out all the Red
Lord
Bull
knows
cans.
it needs it. The Red Bull can.
Why Red Bull? Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah, it could have been Monster. Jeez.
ugh. An assortment.
Rain.
Rockstar.
Anybody who eats Gabby's stew gains 5 temporary hit points.
Can I say I did before I eat?
Sure.
You were asleep.
I said before I eat.
Have we gotten defrosted yet?
Yes. At this point, yes. The
I don't know how to
tavern is
change that
warm and cozy. You should be able to just restore your hit points. Let me look here.
Oh shit, I forgot we were down some hit points. Even better.
Can Ruby just like turn to everyone and mention something?
You can just do that. You don't have to ask permission.
Well, look at that, guys. We have until tomorrow night. We just had this kind of mission for an experiment bestowed on us. They want it done by tomorrow night, preferably against a demon. But if not, the wormling. But here we are with demon summoning glyphs that we just picked up.
We don't have those anymore. We left them at the Candle Hall. Hall of Candles. Pen says over the table.
Also, are we just doing this for free?
No, we're gonna extort the kind church priestess.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't ask. And that's why I'm asking out of character. But I was just curious why you guys are doing it.
Fascinating.
Maybe they're good people.
Maybe they're good people.
I guess. Fair enough.
I haven't not agreed to do anything, but
That's true. He didn't say shit. Good luck against that wormling, Ruby.
Like, Ruby, like, just met this person, and they gave him, like, a not trivial task, and you're just like, hey, okay, I'll be here in 2 days.
Sounds interesting.
She's a people pleaser.
I see.
Ow.
too real, too fast.
Ow. Not wrong. Ow.
I mean, I'm probably not gonna let you go out there alone anyway, so if you want to try this out against the wormling, then I guess I'll tag along.
Might be our only option unless some demon just casually crosses paths with us. We just find one.
What are the
Yeah.
odds?
Huh.
The problem with demons is that if you find one, you usually find more.
Yeah.
Well, as much demon-related trauma as I have at this point, I do owe that woman for keeping me alive these last few months. So I guess I will go along.
Hey, Meander, what do you think of this?
Maybe she's still honk
I
shoeing.
like push her a little bit. Hey, hey,
Mm.
hey.
What? Mm. What?
What are you-
What?
You want to go wormling slaying tomorrow?
What? We're getting paid?
Sure. an experience.
What are
Quite
you, an
literally.
influencer?
Get exposure to the cold.
Yeah, I'm gonna get exposure. It's called frostbite.
And there.
Fighting a dragon sounds like a pretty legendary thing to do. That'll help up my name game around here. Yeah, okay.
As you guys are talking about this, you suddenly hear emergency bells. Bong, bong,
Demons?
bong, 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 like ringing incredibly loudly from across the
shit.
plaza. As soon as they start to just toll incredibly loudly, you can't even like hear yourselves think. You turn and look, and you see the plaza of Pekin Hall across from you. And then beyond it, you see thick, oily smoke climbing into the sky.
Oh, we should probably see what that is.
The shouts
Aw, shit.
of panic and the screams about fire are going up right outside as many people begin to run.
Here we go again.
What do you guys
Mater
do?
will get up. She'll get up.
We go towards it.
Okay.
Or I would.
So,
Yep.
Okay.
Let's
Alright.
go.
With an what now? I'll get up and join.
You see, as I pull you back over to the Redoubt map, as you're running out into the plaza, demons, no. The Lyricorn stockyards, as they are labeled, have a number of large structures on them. The nearest barn, this one, which is not far from the Breza Hospice, Agony, you make a note of that, is billowing smoke, and flames are surging out from the second-story loft of the structure. Those of you who've been here longer than a couple days know that this is a big deal. This barn is a central feed hall used to store grain and medical supplies. It is an important building as you begin making your way there. As you're running, Lyricorns, which are, if you recall, these ram-like fluffy livestock goat creatures. There's a lot of them, and they are panicked. They're running all through the town, getting away from the fire and basically stampeding through the plaza. And as this is happening, we're going to have a bit of a skill challenge.
Oh no. I'm always
Oh,
bad.
God.
I'm sure you'll do okay. The first thing and the most important thing is as you're trying to get out to the barn to even see what's happening, all of you are being stampeded by Lyricorns running in your direction.
Ah.
And it's dangerous. Stage 1 of the skill challenge. How do you not get trampled by these fucking goat ram things? Yes?
Pick me.
Just
She can play sleep and put together a collective of 40 hit points worth of creatures in a space.
okay.
Are we still in the plaza?
You just left the Maiden's Mirth, and Lyricorns are just towards you in hordes.
Okay.
They're trying to get away from the fire.
Do I have an idea of how many hit points these
Well-
bitches have?
Roll a nature check.
Okay. Not bad.
kill
12.
all the Lyricorns?
No, they're
we
going to
have that-
sleep.
If we have
Oh,
that
yeah.
many Lyricorns, do we really want them just dead stopping in place, just passing out?
You could put one to sleep.
Oh my god. That's not useful at all. Never mind.
They are hardy, winterborn ram-like creatures. They have a good amount of hit points.
Hey, Ranger. Animal handle.
There we go.
Whoa,
There we
Nelly.
go.
Where can I, like, redirect them?
So what is important to you right now is not getting trampled.
I mean, no.
I'm going to say that's the skill challenge right now. The first stage is don't die. Let's stick with that. How do you not die?
So Snow is gonna just throw out an entangle right in front of where we are.
What?
I know.
Okay,
got
roll me a
trip
spellcasting
stuck.
check.
Oh no.
How do I do that?
It's just a spell attack.
Your spell attack.
For you, I believe it's wisdom plus proficiency.
Well,
Are you
While
on
that's
Foundry or are
happening,
you
'cause-
on D&D Beyond?
I'm on D&D Beyond.
Go to your spells. It's at the top. It just says spell attack, and it's like plus something, and then
It's
it has
a plus
purple
6.
symbol.
So just a D20 plus 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Agni, you had something?
Yeah, while that's happening, just because really quick, I'm just
Dirty
going to be
20.
hiding behind the tree.
You hide behind a tree. Roll stealth.
Do you have to? Am I stealthing from these guys, or am
Yeah,
I
like,
just?
are they trying to seek him out to
I'm
run
just
him over?
behind the tree, so they can't.
So-
like, if they're going to stampede.
I need you to understand the Lyricorns, as they are panicked and running, they see everything as a threat, so they are just hurling their horns left and right, battering away people and objects and structures everywhere. Lyricorns are notoriously difficult to tame and handle because they're wild beasts that have only recently become domesticated. And they're not even that domesticated, basically. The Lyricorn stockyards is just a place where the people of Redoubt keep them. And they get out all the damn time, and they're kind of a problem, actually, being
But
as
these ones are
ornery
freaked the
as they
fuck
are.
out.
And these are panicking, so they're dangerous.
Okay, well, I wasn't expecting this to be as difficult as it was, but all right, we'll just try it.
I have
It's
no
actually
idea.
a really good roll for me. I'm not even joking.
I have no idea what to practically even do, even if I pass a handling check. Like, the best I can think of is some stupid ninja shit where I just start running on their backs. Just
That would be
hop up and-
acrobatics.
I don't know.
Roll acrobatics.
Can I just dodge out of the way using acrobatics as well?
If you're going to try and, like, dodge, that's a dexterity saving throw.
That's okay. I'll do that too.
Okay,
So
so
My
Ruby,
spellcasting was
Ruby-
dirty 20.
okay, you managed to entangle a big swath of these Lyricorns, and they're not particularly dexterous. They're strength creatures. They, like, get tangled up. What does your entangle look like?
So it looks like barbed wire, just
Ow.
Terrifying.
reaching its
Ow.
way out of the ground.
Okay.
Ah!
As
They're
these
even more pissed now.
metallic wires wind up out of the soil and stone, a lot of the Lyricorns are immediately just halted in their tracks. They are trying to run forward and they collapse, and they're trying to get up and get out of the entangle, and they're struggling. You create
Fucking
like
monster.
a nice swath that you can move through. At the same time, a lot of the Lyricorns are like going around the ones that are getting stuck, and by nature, they're going around the entangle. So you're not getting all of them. But with a 20, that was a success. It was a success for the skill check. Agni, with a 13 on stealth, they rolled a 7 to detect people. They're just panicking. So you just like duck behind a tree, and just like dozens of Lyricorns just all around you, and they don't even give you a second look. You manage to hide from them as they run past. I need an acrobatics from Ruby.
Ah, it's gonna be bad.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
Ruby, you're going to take
Get
some
trampled, get
damage.
trampled.
Oof.
Ruby, you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
As
That'll
Lyricorn,
kill
like,
me.
you jump up onto the first Lyricorn, and a horn catches on to your trousers, and you just feel all of your balance just whoop right behind you, and you just poof, and you manage to roll and duck and get out of the actual stampede. So you're not killed, but you do take a lot of hoofs to the arms and legs as you're rolling out to get out of the way. That was a failure on the skill challenge.
I am thrown in a horrific front flip. My foot touches the back of my head, and my face is meat crayoned
You look
onto
like
the floor.
like a Peter Griffin Family Guy.
I look like I
Collapse.
just fell asleep like Peter Griffin. Just
Arm over your
Die.
back.
And Meander, I need a dexterity save.
Okay. Oh no, bad!
That's 2 successes and 2 failures. Meander, you also take some damage. Okay, Meander, you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god. Fuck me, that hurt.
Yeah,
I have 7 hit
you
points
both
left.
take 15. So, Meander, you are just absolutely battered and tossed aside. You stand up, and one Lyricorn just sees you and just like full ram bashes you out of the way.
Why does wildlife hate me?
As you pull up the entangle, Snow, you just watch Meander like cartwheel out
Skyrim
of the middle of the
ragdoll
stampede.
across the plaza.
I need one more success for this skill challenge to be complete before one more failure, actually.
I'm lucky to be alive, so I'm not gonna volunteer anything right now.
Agni, as you have hidden from the stampede, half of it has gone past you, but you see Meander just face plant straight down, and you see Ruby, Peter Griffin Pratfall nearby, and they're about to get hit by more.
Please save us.
Do you have any solutions?
I mean, not good ones.
That's fine. Any solution is a solution. If you don't have anything, it's okay. Well, I'll go to somebody
no,
else.
It's just bad. Yeah.
It's just bad. Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna see them get hit, and it looks devastating. And
It is.
Sure, it was.
It super is.
So
they don't have a lot of health.
And I'm not exactly like a magical person. I don't have entangles and stuff, so I have about one option.
Punch.
If I really do care about them, which is
Oh,
to run out in front of them and attempt to intimidate the horde.
Wait, before you do it, I remember something I could do, so that might be able.
You failed your
After
skill check, so you get to consider your options for a moment, Meander. Agni, you're going to run out and try and intimidate the Lyricorns?
I don't know what else to do to try to divert them from our friends being about to get trampled any further.
It's worth a shot.
All right.
Roll intimidation.
I thought this was a charisma check.
It is.
All right.
What does it look like for Agni to run out in front of Meander, who's face down, and Ruby just wrecked? Like, what does it look like as you run in front of these two and intimidate
I like
the
sprinted out in
Lyricorn?
front of them and like stop literally like sliding sideways with my momentum and just hold my arms out and roar as loud as possible.
Your roar echoes across the plaza, and all the Lyricorns that were, like, in their panic, they just see people on the ground, and they're like, great, there's no resistance here. And then you run out, and as you shout, these Lyricorns, like, they actually, like, you see their hooves in the ground as they're, like, trying to backpedal to get away from you. And you immediately create a wedge of split as these Lyricorns just part like the Red Sea around you. That was a success. You succeed on the skill challenge as the remainder of the Lyricorns run past, frightened by Agni, or dodging the entangled ones that are just basically stuck there in front of Snow. And for the moment, you can recollect yourselves and move on to the next part of the skill challenge.
Oh.
I roll out of the way. I like. Everything's broken. I just toss myself off the side.
Well,
I take my healing potion.
I'm not a medic, so I just yank both of them to their feet. Like, come on, what the fuck do you think you were doing? Let's go!
I drink my healing potion. I get back 10. I'm at full health again because 7 out of 17.
Agni's the only real person. What the fuck were you doing? Okay. You guys, you
You
get
go in,
yourself
Agni.
back on your feet, and you get moving toward the stockyards.
Thanks for scaring them so I didn't die.
Yeah, and it was close. Now let's go.
I know. Come on.
Are you guys okay?
I took a healing potion. I'm fine. I think
I'm in
Ruby's
just so
on
much
death's door.
pain. Hold on.
Don't you have healing spells, Ranger?
Hold on. Wait.
At
hold
level
on.
2, you do,
Didn't
yeah.
Unless you didn't pick any healing spells.
Hold on a minute. What's my stuff at? Hold on. I knocked off 14 health. I don't know what I'm at right now.
Probably not much.
I probably did.
You had 5 temporary hit points plus your base 14 hit points.
Oh my god.
So you have
that would
5
have
hit
killed
points.
you if you didn't have temp HP.
Yeah.
Like you ate the stew.
You didn't learn any spells, Boar.
You gotta pick your spells when you hit level 2.
Pick a healing spell.
I would recommend
Shut up!
picking a healing spell.
Snow would absolutely offer to heal, but
No! Reach into my pouch and get my healing potion and feed it to me. Everything is broken. Jesus Christ.
He considers it.
Please!
Snow is feeling very spent.
Are you saying you don't have any spell slots?
I have 0 spell slots.
How do you have 0 spell slots?
I'm not even
Because we
asking
haven't
for a
rested since
spell!
coming back to town.
You get your
Here we go.
when you level up, you get your spell slots.
Oh,
Oh my
did
god.
not know that.
It's a rule that I use that no one else uses.
Gotcha.
Ugh.
Oh, well then, Snow is not going to be a dick and is actually going to heal Ruby.
I don't even need a spell. The spell is liquid in a bottle in my pouch. Just put it
If
in
he
my
uses
face.
the spell slot, it replenishes every day. If you use a potion, you lose that potion. So he should probably just
She
kill you.
protests while being healed. All right. What healing word does Snow say? Like, get over it?
Get well soon. Sorry for your loss.
I think my spine and my sternum are touching. Ah!
God, I don't have anything good.
You don't know anything sardonic that he could say.
You gotta create, like, a list of...
Yeah,
over it.
oh, I definitely need just quippy remarks.
I get it. It's been a couple months.
Yeah, I'm getting back into the swing
Literally.
of things.
Mhm. Getting back into Snow.
It's just feel better, I guess.
Oh
Anyways.
god. And with that,
You
my,
heal for
my
8?
whole body.
You feel your lungs reinflate painfully as he says that to you.
Oh my god.
I look like a completely crunched flat water bottle that someone like reinflated.
Oh god.
So I gain 8 hit points again?
Yes, so
Yeah, you're
you
also
should be at
full.
13 out of 14. Despite the bruises and lacerations, you're okay.
God.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so you guys, having succeeded that skill challenge, you get past the Lyricorns, you get out into the stockyards. I'm going to move you all out near the actual location. And as you're here, you see many other townsfolk are here, and a lot of them are trying to, like, gather up buckets of snow to throw onto the fire, but the
All right,
fire
Snow, let's go.
is raging. You have a barn to put out before anything serious happens to the important medical supplies and grain that are inside. How do you guys handle this? This is the next skill challenge. There's a barn on fire.
Where's the nearest well?
In the middle of town. There's also a bay full of water, like right
next to it.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, that counts.
Okay.
But how frozen is it?
Frostfang Bay is actually not frozen at all. It's a very hot, like lots of current activity in the bay, so it doesn't ever actually freeze. But it is colder than freezing. So falling in the water is a death sentence.
Okay. Well, once again, I'm not a mage. I don't
Understood.
do magical
You're
things.
just a
Punch the
guy.
fire.
I'm just a guy. And as a guy who has done these kinds of things before, I'm pretty sure that this era involves a bucket brigade style of firefighting.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you're gonna just use a bucket to try and like get a train going. There's
Pretty
a couple
much,
ways you can
and-
do that. You can either just be hauling as many buckets as you can using athletics, or you can try and like coordinate the townsfolk that are also trying to do the same thing into working together. But that would be a
Well, it is-
persuasion or an intimidation skill.
I was gonna say it is like right next to the water. I could probably haul pretty well. That is sort of
Yeah,
a...
you're
Yeah, you
strong.
can swing it with athletics. I'd totally let you roll that.
All right.
We all join in, I guess.
Let's
But
see.
I would like to try to rally whoever is near us.
Okay, with a 19 Agni, that's a success. You you find all sorts of buckets. You find a whole ass broken top barrel that you just dunk in the bay and you fill up with water. You just manhandle
Just
supplies
chucking
of
the whole
water.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Both arms around a barrel and just kind of like suplexing the barrel over my head to kind of like eat the water.
Ugh.
Exactly. And you're making good progress. Ruby, you had something?
I'm joining in, but I also kind of want to try to rally anyone else around me to join in.
So that would be a persuasion or an intimidation skill.
I'm okay with that persuasion. Oh my god, why would I intimidate anyone?
You better put out this barn
You're
or I'll
gonna
kick
lose
your
this
ass.
shit.
Intimidation in this case is like you give somebody a command and they don't question you.
Oh, that's her.
A 13.
Let's go.
Okay, with a 13 in persuasion, Ruby, you manage to convey the importance of working together here, and you do get people to form a bucket train. That's a second success.
There we go.
Meander.
I have 5 bardic inspos and a decent performance. Can I inspire people who are working to do better with the power of song?
Roll a performance. This would be a performance check. The DC is 17.
Jesus.
Pluck your strings, bard lady.
By the way, did you all know that this is Suriel's harp? Okay.
They don't care. It's just a harp.
I rolled a 12.
You did roll a 12. You're also at disadvantage because you're exhausted.
You're right.
That
The
bard should be
17 I
busted up and
fucking
trampled
needed.
by now.
There it is.
Not the bard, the harp.
Yeah.
It's a magic harp. I
So,
think.
unfortunately, with the panic and the sound of the fire raging, your performance is good. People just can't fucking hear you.
I could have cast Presty as well to amplify my voice.
Presty doesn't do that. Thaumaturgy does.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Okay, I
Damn.
failed.
Fortunately, that was a failure.
Again.
It happens. Snow, do you have anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a last resort, using this last spell slot, the new last spell slot, he's gonna create water in the form of rain.
Oh, that is literally like
Jesus,
the
you
tool
should
for
have
the
led
job.
with that.
Please roll me a
We got
spellcasting check. The DC is 10 for this spell.
Snow starts singing.
It's like rain
Yes, that is what happened.
Rain
on your
Man.
wedding
22?
day.
Exactly what you hopes happens as the buckets are coming in, the barrels are being dumped, and all the weak spots, all the flames that are not getting quenched by the bucket trains, your create water just comes crashing down, and as it does, the barn is saved.
I didn't know you could do that, Snow.
Ugh. I just
Well-
popped down on my back. Just fuck.
Any
I'm just sitting there.
self-respecting druid has some command of the elements.
You're a druid.
I'm just sitting there,
No?
heavy breathing, like, why didn't you start with that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of wanted to see what you guys would do first.
It's pretty psychopathic.
Ruby.
I'm laying there and I'm like, it's Snow. Just like, you fucking bitch.
Ruby and Snow, with your high passive perceptions, you see something on the wall of the barn that should not be there. Specifically, Ruby, you see burned into the wood, likely maybe the source of the fire or added to it afterward, is a glyph.
Oh no.
It looks an awful lot like one of those glyph stones, specifically the one that said chaos.
Accurate.
Well,
Well, does it look like there's anything more over there?
Roll investigation.
Okay. First off, I'm gonna roll over and go over to it, so I can get a better look because I've had enough of
I'm gonna give you a bardic inspo while you do that, since I didn't use
Everything
any.
hurts. And I'm
Snow is-
exhausted.
Snow is gonna have the opposite reaction, so he's gonna turn around and look at anyone who looks out of place.
Roll perception.
Like,
Okay, I'm gonna give you a bardic inspiration while you investigate, Ruby.
Okay.
So you can add a d6 to whatever you roll.
I don't know how to do. Wait.
We'll roll first, and then we'll go from there.
I'm
But
gonna
you
give
didn't-
him guidance as well. Because
Investigation?
Can you
Yes.
give her a bardic inspiration for something you don't even know that she's doing yet?
She walked over there.
Yeah.
She's clearly
but, like-
doing something.
Yeah.
You're doing.
So you just kind of yell from over here, "Good luck, Ruby, with whatever you're doing."
I'm playing my harp. It's
I'm gonna
Alright,
use
so-
an
magical and special.
inspo and reroll.
Is it
Okay, go
an
ahead.
investigation skill check?
Investigation skill
It is.
check. Over the
roll.
table, a 16 and a 17. Okay.
What? She gets a bardic inspiration.
Oh, hold the fuck on. Jesus Christ, I'm talking to Snow. Snow, as you're looking around, you see something interesting. Across the bay, it's a pretty good distance from you, but your perception is good, and it's a clear day now that the smoke is clearing. As the misted smoke are like washing over the ground in a moment of clarity, you see across the bay on the other side of the wall where there are trees. You can see them on the map here.
Ding.
You see an individual. They catch your eye because they look like they're in dark clothes. And you see that they are wearing a mask in the shape of a raven.
Oh.
And as soon as they clock that you're looking at them, they turn and they disappear into the trees.
Over there by the wall. Did you see him?
No, I'm playing a harp.
Agni, you can
what?
roll perception with advantage because
Okay.
he's pointing it out to you.
Wow.
You don't see shit.
Must have been the wind.
See what now?
So
There was a black-robed individual in the snow.
In you?
Behave.
No.
Do I
Maybe
see
the-
any law enforcement around?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Lot of
Bastionworth
them.
here. They're all trying to contain this fire.
Hey, you over there, over by the reach gate. I saw someone over there.
Over
No,
by
no,
the
like-
reach gate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do they look like? You realize
Black
you're
robe.
talking to Captain Lockhart right now.
oh, black robe,
Okay.
raven mask.
Oh shit.
What?
That's the black syllable. Or at least that's what
oh,
they
we
tend
read
to
about
wear.
them in the Pale Archive.
You were in the Pale Archive.
Yeah.
Long story. We'll get to it.
Soul.
Okay, we're gonna unpack that later. The black syllable tend to wear raven masks, so if that's one of them, one's gonna gamble it likely was them that did this. Trying to cause a problem.
You
I'll
reckon we can catch up to them?
It's worth trying to chase if you have it in you.
No.
If you can
Let's
find
go.
them, or at least follow their tracks for a little while, come back with anything you learn, I'll pay you. But you're gonna have to go now.
Well, yeah. Can we solve Ruby's thing first, since it was happening simultaneously?
I think this is happening at the same time.
Yeah, this conversation is happening literally in
I've already
simultaneous.
like ran off to La
Alright.
La Land.
Well, I guess maybe we have the option to split the party here.
Wait, won't take us a second to finish Ruby's investigation on the barn.
Yeah, we can pause this conversation As we jump over to Ruby, you're
Okay, cool.
investigating the
Just checking.
barn to look at the
I rolled
glyph.
a 17,
Yeah.
and you can roll a d6 to add to your total because of my bardic inspiration.
I'm gonna be right back real quick.
Sure.
Okay.
Hold on. Roll. Wait. D6. No.
Nice.
Okay.
So it's a 21 now.
Okay, I am looking around to see if there's anything else about this sigil that I need to know up close, if there's anything else around that has to do with this new marking. Any aspects of the marking that I need to notice as well?
With that decent investigation, you're all 21. Okay, with that good investigation, here's what you learn. The glyph is scorched into the interior back wall of the barn, low and partially buried beneath charred hay and cracked boards. And unlike the fire's natural burn patterns, this glyph is precise, intentional, and was carved before the fire spread, so you don't believe this glyph was part of the fire.
Oh.
You know...
Was
Sorry, go ahead.
so it's been there, it's just been there for God knows how long.
You don't know if the glyph is new or not. You don't know
Oh.
if it was older than the fire or simultaneous, but you know it was not what caused the fire.
Ah.
You know that the glyph, based on the fact that you can read giant, you know that this glyph is infernal. It's a glyph of ignition, but it's not a fire spell. It's like a spark woven from a name. It's not meant to just burn, but to mark whatever the glyph is touching. So this barn has been marked for something. You know that the glyph is part of a larger binding script. You know that it's maybe to do with Thol? Because you remember seeing that name amongst those glyphs. This might be tied to that, because it is a very similar glyph to what was on the glyph stones.
Yeah.
You know that this glyph in particular, it references something about a silence walker. This glyph is, there's like giant writing that tells you that.
Ooh. I don't like that. Fantastic.
Okay, now we can run.
Anything else? All right.
That's all you get.
Get up and regroup. Convey what I can on the way.
Okay, so you guys are chasing after the figure that you saw vanish into the woods? Okay.
Yes.
As you do, you run away from the barn and the stockyard, some of you a little beat up, but feeling okay, with a serious lacking of spell slots. You run across Split Shield Bridge, you run through Blade Maiden's Hollow, you get through the Reach Gate, and as you get outside the walls, roll me a survival, please, Ruby.
You should have advantage because of favorite terrain.
Is your favorite terrain forest, plains, or coastland?
Oh, where's the? Oh, I can't see the border of this thing. Hold on. Favorite. Where can I see that?
It's mountain.
It's under your features. If your favorite terrain is mountain, you do not have advantage.
Feature. Where the hell is?
It says
If
natural
we ever go to
explorer.
the mountains.
I have no idea what button to press to look at that.
It's okay. It's under your class features.
That's why I have
press
her
the
sheet open.
F5 key, it opens it up.
I don't see a
Is that true?
description thing
Try it.
for any of.
Okay, if
the
you
covered-
open the Foundry character sheet, the right hand
Yeah.
toolbars, you'll see features. If you mouse over it.
Which I don't
There's
see a
3
hover.
lines.
Oh, it's way in the fucking upper left when I hover. That's dumb. Sorry. Yeah, mountain.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is the one spot in this area that you don't get your favorite terrain.
Fantastic. Great.
Because it's along the
Goddamn.
coast and the bay with
Fuck.
forest. That's how it goes. But roll me straight survival, please.
Survival. Where the hell is it? There it is. Oh my god.
16. It's
That's pretty good.
It's freshly fallen snow. You immediately see a set of tracks that are in the woods, hidden behind the brush, but you spot them. You have a trail.
I immediately pointed out to everyone, and let's go.
As you guys get on the trail of this strange individual in a raven mask, this is where we're going to stop tonight's session.
Good spot.
To be continued.
To be continued next time. Let me go ahead and pull you over.
Next time.
All right. Now, before we go any farther, we must give our players an opportunity to vote for each other for a point of inspiration. So we're going to start at the top of the order. Spore. Who did something that you liked?
Oh, just, you know what? I know I was giving Meander a ton of grief, but actually, like, moving through the whole, magical harp thing with all fucking sass, yeah. I got a kick out of that.
Okay.
There's no way I could have let that plot thread go. Like, this harp is singing, I have to figure it out.
Well, I like that you did that because now that's like a very special thing specifically to you, and we all kind of get to watch that evolve with you now. So
Let's see if Meander grows enough as a person to get the harp to resonate with her. It's going to be an uphill battle.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm gonna give you so much side eye.
You think I'm going to give you a powerful magic item at the start and just be like, yeah, here you go, no strings attached?
No, well, one string wasn't attached.
It's true.
Oh
Next,
my god!
Next,
No.
let's go to Enmeyer, who did something that you liked.
No, I'm straight up on the same page as Spore here. Like, for the first half of this entire session, I feel like I was just watching Meander do her thing, and that was good because I didn't want to really in the heart plot line. I was like, that's all you go ahead.
Well, sure, yeah, I'll take the reins.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it kind of fits, so yeah, definitely.
Take the strings. All right, Asenji, who did something that you liked?
Yeah, I mean, lots of really great moments. I'll give an honorable mention to Meander for the kind of interaction with Frida. I thought was very hilarious, and just really how much she wants her acknowledgement in any shape or form. But I'm gonna give it to Ruby for bruising Meander's ribs, pretty much, just constantly being on her case for
What?
someone's got.
Meander doesn't have the self-reflection to even understand what you were implying. She was just like, why are you poking me?
You want to be a blade maiden? Look around at how the rest of the blade maidens
Genuinely,
act and look at you.
truly, she does not want to be a blade maiden. She wants to be famous.
Ah.
Well, Pen, we come to you. Who did something that you liked?
This made me giggle. I really liked Enmeyer's complete disinterest in the harp, and Agni going, it's just a stupid harp. After this like big emotional moment with like the
Yeah.
memories of this lost like sacrifice of this woman. Stupid harp.
Yeah, whatever. Drop kicks
Meander's
it.
holding it and weeping. Like the closest she's had like a truly genuine emotion in the entire time that they've all known her. Stupid harp.
Fair
I
enough.
appreciate that. I enjoyed saying it.
All right. Pen, you've earned the player vote for inspiration. I can't wait to see you use it on something nonsense.
Yep. It is my way.
It is your way. And as we come to the end of the session, to all of you who are at home or at work watching, hi Pen, hi Emily, hi class, hi everybody else. We love you all, and I wish you a good night.